Hey guys, welcome back to Immersion RPG. I'm JoeyB and I am here with...
Justin Morton playing Frax Sixian Fellhorn.
Autumn Fellman playing Alex Silverdown.
our new player, who we won't announce the character yet. Go ahead and
Linnea
introduce
Springer.
yourself.
And I'm Nick Sadoff playing Naracus, the Dragonborn.
And we're going to jump right into it tonight because we left our heroes, our hunters, in a pretty peculiar position. You guys had just gone through a camp with some worthless gnolls in it who could not see anything to save their life.
It was exciting. We walked past them.
Yeah, so they snuck past the gnolls and they found themselves hearing a familiar voice from down some dungeon stairs, and our favorite NPC there was already there, and her name is Loot. So we're going to start off there. We were also left with a little bit of a riddle. Does anybody have the riddle pulled up by any chance? Want to read it to us? I can get it really quick.
Yeah.
Boom, yeah, I'll get it. Yeah, so we were left with a riddle that our adventurers had to solve. Now, mind you, we've given them a week out of game to solve it, but also they're hunters, so they're pretty smart. So they should be able to figure it out pretty quick.
I don't know.
We're not that smart.
Yeah,
Look at my character sheet right now. I don't know if I agree.
Totally
well, I
can't
think
help
you're the
you.
one who didn't figure it out, though, so that works out well.
Exactly. It fits. I'm just trying to play my character, okay?
So the riddle was, let me make this bigger. I begin eternity and end space, at the end of time and in every place, last in life, second to death, never alone, found in your breath, contained by earth, water or flame, my grandeur so awesome, wind dare not tame, not in your mind, am in your dreams, vacant to kings, presence to queens. So as you guys read that out, Lou goes, a riddle. That must be how we enter the dungeon.
Well, I mean, depending on how you spell it.
Surely, my lady, something as droll as this is quite easy to solve.
She kind of laughs under her voice. She says, "Oh, have you figured it out already?"
Of course I have. I'm just waiting for the simpletons to catch up.
She walks over to the little lock on the door and she gets ready to press one of the many letters on the door.
It's E.
It's E.
Itsy bitsy spider, you know.
As my point is proven.
So
I'm still over here just there.
she looks over and she goes, "Oh, perhaps I haven't underestimated you." She clicks the E on the pad and the door begins, and she hits a little button and the lock begins to spin and the stone begins to creak and dust falls, not from where, but more from, look, this thing's gonna fall down eventually. It's a cave, right? So that dust comes down and the door opens up, and as the door opens up, this black mist, similar to the mist that you've seen the old man and Loot disappear into, comes kind of reaching out, but it's black instead of the normal mist that they disappear into. And as it becomes white enough, all of a sudden a human figure comes stumbling out. And as she stumbles out, she falls to her knees on the ground. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay. This is, you see a human, female with long blonde hair and hazel eyes and wearing chainmail and a shield and sword, and she drops her helmet on the floor beside her and says, "Oh, thank all the gods you guys found me." The non-existent gods, yes, I know, but oh my goodness, does anyone have water?
I do.
Oh, could I have a drink, please? I've been in here for a couple of days.
I mean, water is a strong word for it, but here you go.
Oh, thank you. And she downs the drink.
I haven't cleaned it out in days.
Doesn't care.
Who are you? Why are you trapped in here?
And are you okay? Would be another polite thing to ask.
It would, wouldn't it?
All right. Okay. All right. Well, my name is Aylin Shorthand. And she pulls out of her pouch at her hip a hunter stone to show you all. And I was sent in here by you. And she points at Loot.
Since I merely showed you the way, you had business here before.
Yes, well.
Would you like help up?
Yes, please. Very much, thank you. Climbs to her feet.
Oh, Aelin, do you mean to tell me, or us, that you are the missing hunter that everyone is up in arms about?
I have no idea. I've been in this dungeon for 2.5 days.
And also, it was a guy? And she doesn't look like a guy? Do you have magic?
Are you a hunter?
So many questions. Yes, I am a hunter, as
And
evidenced
you're missing.
by
I'm sure you are the one we're looking for.
my stone. Okay, why am I being
Can you cast
asked?
disguise self?
No.
Then she's not the guy that we're looking for.
You did
All
meet
right.
Kevin, right? He wasn't exactly the brightest person in that town, and I get the feeling that he might have been a sample of the rest
You
of
might
the
have also heard him
intellect.
as Robert or David Bilford, as some might say.
Well,
I hate to agree with you ever, but I have to at this very minute. You are correct on that.
there was a Joey I met.
That might have been him.
All right then.
Well, that is one mystery solved. We have found our missing hunter.
You know that you came in here to pursue a cult,
Okay.
and you did have orders from the hunters.
All right.
So what did you come in here for?
Well, I was following a lead on a cult. It was orders from the Hunters Guild, and yes, there was supposedly some suspicious activity, and I was sent in here to this town and they pointed me to this dungeon.
Well, that sounds like unwanted religion. Maybe this is the task that we were meant to be sent on.
What was your connection with Loot sending you in here?
Lute cuts in and she says, I just simply answered the questions the same way I answered them for you. I just happen to need things and get what I want.
Yes, and we just happen to be exactly where it is that you need them all the time.
That's not a coincidence.
Well, you hunters are a
That was
bright
the
bunch.
implied aspect, Alec.
She says
Wait,
that
that it's not? Or that I'm
she
being
looks at you,
sarcastic?
she says, I haven't been completely truthful with you, obviously.
Really?
Oh, wow.
I never would have
I'm
guessed.
Joey.
Seriously, 2.5 days in here.
Bombastic.
I thought you were telling the truth.
She pulls out a very ornate hunter stone, like you've never seen before. She says, I may have been sent to babysit you.
No.
And she puts it back.
I'm just gonna...
Babysit. Well then.
How exciting.
Well, let's go. And I start walking in.
Chaperones.
Wait, you want me to go back in there?
You don't have to. I'm just gonna go in there.
Well,
I mean,
but
you're-
it's.
You'll
I
get-
was
you'll
sent
get-
in here.
Aelin,
Yes. And what was your name, sir?
my name is Thrax.
Thrax. How lovely to meet you.
He also likes tiefling.
Delighted. Up those stairs you will find a camp of gnolls. Your prospects of surviving on your own in that direction dwindle drastically. However,
I made it in here on my own.
You could probably just walk by him, actually.
I mean, they really like. the
Little
sound
bit of
mice.
background for you. You don't remember Knowles coming in.
Oh. Okay.
alternatively,
Still made it in here on my own.
you can stay with the remainder of us hunters and our new escort.
We are on the same mission, it seems.
I have more water.
Well,
And you would be more knowledgeable about our comings and goings in this particular dungeon.
well, if you all don't mind sharing some of your rations and water with me, then yes. I ran out of mine, not thinking I'd be down here for
I'm
this
sure
long.
we can figure it out.
All right.
Alec
it
is
would not
quite
hurt
generous.
Well, it is my job. I was sent in here, so I would like to complete it.
In fact, if you even ask her for gold, she might be able to produce that sum for
It
you
was
too.
2 times, man. I just wanted to help him get back on his feet, okay?
I have heard that third time is the charm.
Not in need of any money, thank you. But
Understood.
Yeah, I would like to get this done. It hasn't been much fun being in here.
Well, Aelin, since we are going to be going into a rather life-threatening situation, what talents do you have to bear?
Well, I do have this lovely little shield and my beautiful pointy sword, and I'm rather good at poking things with it.
Perfect!
I love you
You'll
already.
take the lead then.
All
I
right,
feel like
gladly. I've already been in here, so I know how some of the things are in this first area.
I mean, don't you think if there's any monsters in here that she hasn't encountered already and slain, that I should sneak on ahead and,
So as you guys are standing there and you look at the mist, you notice that it's almost trying to like reach at the torches and put it out, but it's not quite making it all the way to the torches.
The monsters in here are not what you should be concerned about. It's
Really?
What else is there to be concerned about?
losing your mind. It's odd in here. Very.
I gotta have a mind to lose first.
And hey, you were in here on your own.
Aren't you lucky? Great, maybe you should take the lead.
Maybe it was just because you were in here on your own. Now you have a whole group of people and loot.
Sure, let's go with that,
It's
shall
more
we?
entertaining to be crazy with companions. Just saying.
True. Unless they're all
What
crazy
is the
too, and you
circus
end up
without an
killing
audience?
Exactly.
Whoa now. What'd you say?
Nothing. We're fine, let's go.
Okie doke.
Well, Alex, seems as you seem to be the most eager,
Maybe.
I agree.
proceed.
Okay. I proceed by sneaking.
Okay. You walk into, and as you enter the mist, you feel an odd sensation come upon you. And you enter into the main corridor of this cave, and to your right you see a door, and to your left you see a door, and farther on more darkness.
I did not roll stealth very well, but I'm guessing it doesn't matter. I will just gingerly step my way and point over towards the door.
Yep. Besides the doors, you don't really see anything.
And then I walk towards one of the doors and wait for the party.
Alright, I would have followed her in.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll just follow along marching orders at this point.
Yep.
I'm going to stay at the door and watch out of curiosity.
So as you're at the door, you can't seem to see into the mist.
Dang, dark vision.
Blast.
Roll won't work. It's like a broken
Fine, I will
flashlight.
proceed into the dungeon after the guinea pigs.
And you come through the mist and everything kind of clears open. And again, you can't see past like 30, 40 feet even with your vision. It's like this mist is kind of consuming all light. But you do see the doors to your left and your right.
Can I do like a nature check to see what kind of mist it is? Just like wave my hand through it.
Sure.
Ooh, 19 plus 4, I think.
You can tell it's definitely not worldly.
It hasn't been many places.
It's totally normal, guys. We should just keep going.
Yep.
I open the door and walk through.
How dark is it in there?
Normal.
It's like it's weird because it's like normal lighting around you, but the mist like kind of creates a wall of darkness. Again, like it's consuming the light.
Before we proceed further, Aylin, it seems as you must be the most knowledgeable in this place.
Well,
Do you have much of this dungeon mapped out?
and how much of this dungeon do I have mapped out?
You probably know a little bit about it, but you probably have the main hall. I would say you've been in. Yeah.
Well, I've been through most of this main chamber area up here quite a ways, but I haven't done a lot of exploring off of side branches yet. Mostly once I had looked at it all, I tried to come back out and realized I was stuck in here. I stayed close to the door after that, hoping someone else would stumble across the door and find their way in.
Well, we stumbled and found.
Wonderful. I'm so fortunate.
And then we immediately went back in here.
Oh god, there's 2 of them.
And
What?
the
I'm serious. I'm very fortunate you all found me.
I can't tell.
Fantastic.
Sorry, after so much sarcasm, it just all comes across that way from
All
anybody.
sarcasm all the
All
time.
sarcasm.
Who's real?
I don't know who to
I'm
trust
actually
anymore
quite
with their
happy.
words.
We're already going crazy.
Trying to get used to my companion over here.
Yeah.
momentary
It does seem
lapse in
interesting.
sanity.
Is that the polite word you call it? Interesting.
Of course. Well, interesting. It's a very neutral word.
No.
The momentary lapse in sanity, did they have a triggering effect? Were they caused by a particular thing?
Honestly, I don't know. It's, as far as I can tell, no. It just sort of happens
Randomly?
randomly.
Was it when you were just most scared or not paying attention?
Well, it's been a pretty constant state of upset in here, so
we're
I'm
doing
going
this.
to go with...
I cast
Sure.
dancing lights.
Okay. It lights up the area you're in.
Yeah, I can 120 feet range, 4 lights.
Yep. And as
put 'em out there.
as a light approaches the mist and it goes past the mist, it disappears.
Including its illumination.
Yeah, like it chews up the light. But the area you're in is brighter.
Oh.
Try to bring it back. Maybe it, like, eats the light.
That's a good idea. I do pull one of them back.
It comes right back through the mist.
But it just eats it. But it does brighten it up.
It brightens the area you're in up. Yep.
Well, I'll maintain that for now.
Okay.
I'm interested.
So you do see
Around
the
us.
door on your right and the door on your left that we see on the map here. Those are visible.
Or let's go explore.
So, which door?
The one to our right seems the most convenient at the time.
I pull a dancing light over to the door.
So you go
One
to
of the
left.
lights.
Yep.
Okay.
Of course.
As the door lights up, you notice there's a normal wooden door handle. Nothing suspicious yet. The door is the black spot up there.
Yeah, you're looking at the wall.
That's the
Yep,
gate.
I'm just walking through
That's
the
the
walls.
gate.
That's the gate, yeah.
That's the gate we just came in.
Yeah, so that's the door.
There you go.
What?
I would like to be
There we go.
Away from it.
Yes.
Your sassy pose.
After you.
I mean, normally I would say yes, but why don't we let the person who's been here before do
Is
it?
it, as far as I can tell, it's not trapped, but I'm not very good at discerning that sort of thing. Is anyone else?
I look for traps.
Awesome.
Sometimes. Can I look for traps?
You absolutely can.
Not great. 15.
There appears to be no outward mechanism that would dictate any sort of concern.
Seems good.
All right, I'll try it. And I put my shield up between me and the door and kind of reach around and
Okay.
open the door.
Everybody that's next to the door, I need you to make a wisdom check.
Dang it. My traps checking
Oh,
skills
that
were
was
nothing.
terrible.
Oh, I got a 4, but what do I add? I add.
That's a 4.
Okay?
Is it a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you not have D20s?
5.
Yeah, this should be in the middle.
Oh man,
Yeah.
God,
we're so screwed.
we're all gonna die. It's a good thing I'm not a healer. Oh wait, no, a healer's gonna die too.
Sweet.
So what do we roll?
A 9. From
Okay.
Arrakis.
So, I
Wow.
need now. So as the door opens up, you guys, and you're standing back, and you're like,
Yeah.
you see them kind of go into this like weird trance, and the door opens up, and it's like the blackest black you've ever seen before, and something about it just draws you in. There's nothing beyond it. The door frame's there, the black's there. You don't even see the door open. And they're just kind of sitting there staring at this odd door. I need everybody to roll on the D20 one more time.
Do we
Except for
add
you.
anything?
Nope.
It's cocked. There we go.
Addition 9.
16.
Okay.
5.
All right, we'll start with 5.
Wow.
So you start to get this feeling of claustrophobia as you're sitting there, and you feel the walls closing in upon you and the ceiling coming down on you. And you start to freak out a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
What was the next highest? 6?
9.
9? As he's kind of starting to get a little bit nervous, you feel like the two people next to you are growing taller as you're growing shorter. What was your 16?
16.
And you start feeling like your armor and your clothes are itching and scratching and constricting you, and
Okay.
you have this sudden urge to cool down.
Oh no.
Oh god. Oh the god. Oh, not again. Oh.
And you see
hate
them
this.
kind of like freaking out, and you're like,
Can I just back away from the tall people?
It's getting really small in here.
I'm gonna glance over at Loot.
okay. You notice that she's standing right next to you, like,
Yeah.
I thought this dungeon was bigger.
And I'm going to gesture at the three of them.
and she looks as confused as you do through what you can see on the mask. She's like, I'm not sure.
Why are they so tall?
Momentary bouts of insanity.
Can we pick a larger
Found.
room or something to explore?
So as you guys back up, you feel
Did
the
normal Cindy, I
insanity
wouldn't-
kind of going away from you, and everything returning to normal as you step away from the door.
I'm not gonna open the door next.
Okay.
I'd say it would be you.
Well, that was an uncanny experience.
I don't like not
Interesting.
being in the front room.
As I told you.
And the door is still closed.
Appears to you closed, and as you guys backed up, the door now appears closed.
That room is really tiny, guys.
Did they ever actually physically open the door?
You're so tall.
Interesting.
Maybe we should just try kicking it open.
You didn't
throw
see
your
him
shield at it.
physically open the door.
Right.
I think I'm going to stay away from that one, thank
No,
you.
I mean like stand
I'd
back
random
from the door
question,
and
where-
shut your
Not the
shield.
first time
My
I've gotten
detect
the itchy
magic.
armor thing. It's
Will I just say, yep, it's magic, or will,
miserable.
can I do a
No, thank
check
you.
to learn about it?
There's definitely magic, and I'll let you make a perception check to see if
Okay.
you notice any signatures.
Can
of
I make an
anything.
Arcana check?
Yep.
Oh,
I hate this dice.
not good. Not good at all.
Not good at all. You guys know that there's magic
What's a
at play.
magic?
I have rolled a 4, a 5, and a 3 on this thing so far.
I mean,
I
you
rolled a
know this
2,
is not,
A
and
9
this is.
and a 4.
I will
the
tell you,
purple
this
one.
is like something you guys have never sensed before.
I'm just gonna switch that out. Down. There we go.
I try to move one of my dancing, glowing orbs into the darkness of this room.
Door appears to be closed.
Oh, it does now that I'm
Yeah,
back to
now
it.
that you're back.
I step closer to it.
Okay.
Into the tiny space I'm...
Okay. And you feel the walls closing in
Yeah,
on you
and I
again.
shudder, and this is
And,
comfortable, and I
you
try to put
see
the
the
orb
blackness again, and your orb disappears, just like it does.
No
in the
illumination,
mist.
period.
What do we see?
You guys see a closed door, and his orb.
Does the dancing light go through the
He
door?
just appears to be standing there.
It
You don't even
disappears.
see him cast dancing light.
I think this is going to be a fruitless endeavor.
I pull my orb
Obviously,
back.
we should find out what's behind door number 2.
I'm sure there's lots of
I
fruit
agree,
in this
let's try
cave.
something else,
Yeah, I agree.
please.
Let's leave this one alone.
As you guys turn your back, the door yawns open, and the blackness appears more.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I'm just gonna step behind him.
As in, like, it is
Yeah.
leaking out into
Almost
the room?
like it's like
Should everyone step back?
pulsing, like it wants to escape.
Yeah, we obviously all step back at that point.
Is the gate that we came through into this dungeon still open?
Yes.
Good to know.
Can I see that camp?
No, you can only see about 20, 30 feet in front of you. Everything else is black.
And it's bright.
Well,
Ish.
there is
It's
a
light
camp for
in your
that,
area.
I
Yeah,
know
the-
that.
yeah.
I was just
I know
surrounded
it's
by
there,
constant
but I
dark
can't see
fog.
it.
I will about face and go open up or try the door directly behind me.
Okay. The door clicks open. You see a longer hallway with a couple rooms off on the side. None of the doors are open, but it looks like what may be storerooms or maybe servants' quarters.
I don't know what's so terribly difficult. They're just doors, people.
Go open the other one then.
Yeah, you
about
want to try that?
doors.
Just go in there in the dark, scary room.
Since you have the good luck with them,
Yeah.
have a blast. I'd like to follow them over that corridor.
Okay.
And go in there and, well, search around.
With a series of doors going down
Roll
the
a
hallway.
search.
Yep, and it's just a series of doors going down the hallway.
I'm staying out this time.
I'm gonna go explore them.
Okay.
Let them do it.
Oh my god.
So you look down the hallway.
You can't win,
It looks
can
like
you?
a normal hallway.
he finds the floor.
And go ahead and
Look
make
at
a
that.
wisdom check for me.
Oh, that'll go great too.
Oh, yay.
That went great.
Oh my god, a 20.
You feel that.
Not a natural, but
You feel that
oh no,
sense
it's
of.
my bad. It's an 18.
You feel that sense of madness come on, and it disappears as you try to push it back.
What about Mr. Wizardly?
I didn't open up a door.
He searched.
Yeah, I found the floor.
Nice floor.
So
It is a nice floor.
Is it a
once
marble
again,
floor?
I witness him opening up a door,
This looks normal.
or rather, I don't witness him opening up a door.
No, everything appears normal right now. So on this side,
So there is a room.
there are rooms down there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Normal hallway, normal doors. What appears
that's
to be
what I found.
anyways.
It was a hallway with doors.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
They're already paranoid. I've only had them in here for 2 minutes.
Have you tried any of the doors yet?
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
want
was
to go
thinking
to the
about it.
places with no doors. Do you want to go over there?
Well-
Over there?
I mean, I can take you on a
I
tour
seem
of
to get
the main
claustrophobic every
chambers
time I
here,
open
but
a door.
there's not
Let's
much
go.
else. There's
I
a
will
lot
be
of doors.
Let's
going
get
out on a
arguing.
limb here.
A lot of doors.
But why don't you continue to open doors, and I'll make sure that you don't do
We
any
open that one
harm
right
to
there behind
yourself
us. Oh, you wanna
in
go for
your
the walk?
random moments
If you
of
see
insanity.
me drop into what looks like a
Understands.
seizure or blackout or something,
You guys
drag
make a
me out
wisdom
of
check
here.
for me.
Absolutely.
Drag me back out into the dungeon and away from the doors if something happens when I open these things. Alright, I'm gonna open that door right in front of me.
16 plus 2, 1.
Okay.
3.
All right, you roll me another d20. As you guys separate from the party and you become less, you feel like the madness is coming down on you heavier.
13.
And you turn around, and your
Companion still near us?
companion
Nope, he
looks
walked away.
just like you.
No.
Oh, that's nice.
And you
What?
definitely get the sense that this is coming down heavier now that there's only 2 of you.
What's wrong?
With them gone, you get the same feeling.
Is it?
Well, I mean, you're obviously very attractive now, but whoa.
Now?
Alright, so I open this door.
Okay.
Try
Do I
to
do-
open this door.
It opens
What?
up.
You
It,
look
it,
like me.
it's like a single bed with like a little stand next to it. It's
This one's a
servant's
new one
quarters.
for me.
I
Thank
search the
you.
room.
Okay.
Search the stand.
I don't look like you.
I'm going to send
you
a
different
message
clothes. Look.
to Alec and Aelin.
Okay.
Oh, darling companions, did you decide to go off and lose yourselves?
You get. Well, hold on. You guys get the message. And it says, "Are you losing yourselves to the madness, companions?"
Yes, I am losing myself, thank you. It's rather disconcerting. Did somebody actually just speak to me, or was that just a weird thing?
Do I hear
It's
that
only
back?
6
'Cause they can
seconds.
respond telepathically with
But only for
message.
6 seconds.
what do
And
you respond?
just say, what, to companions?
You get yes back.
Snap.
What's going on?
I'm just gonna slap you
Alright, I
across
yell
the
from the
face.
tiny servant's room.
Can I just slap
What's
her
going
across
on
the
out
face?
there?
Yeah.
What is
I'm
going on?
just gonna
Should
fall.
we
Do I have to roll? Are
Are
you
they
gonna
gone?
dodge?
Should
Go
we
ahead and
go-
roll another wisdom check.
follow him
gonna
so we don't
slap
get
you
split
across
up?
the face.
Stay split up?
That's another 3.
Oh, God.
She still
I am rolling
sees.
1s and 2s.
She still sees herself.
Well, the oppressiveness
well, I mean-
of
Well,
this
I've
delirium
slapped
seems
myself
to
now,
be
that's new.
stronger.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not too bad. Why don't we just keep walking? I mean, it can.
Are you gonna
Listen,
search your
it's
room?
Odd.
here. Just move those.
I'm in here. Might as well search it real quick.
Am I going up the stairs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I find an end table.
How far are we going?
I'm gonna stay with you to make
Just to
sure
the doors.
we don't go
here?
insane.
I rolled a
So
5.
you see it's normal servants' quarters. There's nothing like it hasn't been slept in for.
gonna try our third.
It almost looks like it's been staged.
Staged.
Yeah, like the beds aren't dusty. They're not in use. And as you sit there and stare, you have a flashback of a room. It reminds you of a childhood room. And something happened to you there. And it was not a happy memory. As you recall your mother yelling at you.
Too real.
And and your father coming in with the switch, excuse me, preparing to discipline you. And you snap out of it, and you look back at your partner.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this place.
Feeling
at all.
claustrophobic again?
In a different way. Metaphorically. I'm not liking a lot of this.
You guys come up to some pretty heavily iron-barred doors.
I'll just open the door right in front of me.
Why are we at this dungeon again? I know this is what we're supposed to do, but I don't know about this place.
Which one do you want? This one or that?
Yeah, the one that I'm right in front of.
Okay, that one.
Shall we go find our companions?
Oh wait, no, I want to go to this one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Alright, let's go to find them. They wandered off.
Do we have any idea where they went?
Yeah.
We just walked
No,
off
because
when you
of
were
the
talking.
darkness. Yeah. If you can get them back in like line of sight, your communications
Get
will
closer?
work
I
okay.
wasn't gonna get closer.
No, you can move like back in the cavern.
Obviously they went deep
Back
in the
here?
No,
dungeon.
no, no, into the little box. Yeah.
Here. Okay.
Just in case it's a trap.
All right.
I
will
vote we
gladly
stay near
out
the
of
entrance.
No
If
problem.
we wander
I mean, you
around
already
here,
are.
we're bound to find more danger than we are if
And
we
we have
stay
no
in
idea
one
where they
spot.
went, do we?
I
No.
open the door.
Okay, hold on one second. We'll get you guys in a second. Loot says, "Do you feel the madness getting heavier without them?"
Yes, indeed.
Then perhaps we press forward just a little and see if we can find them and wait there.
Okay.
And she starts to press forward.
Yeah, ditto.
So, I will make a perception check to see if I can hear them.
Yep.
Okay.
I might as well make one too. I'm
Ooh.
searching with them.
Ouch.
Okay, go ahead.
That is a natural 1.
Okay.
Oh man, that dice is
Wow.
retired too.
Roll on
We
a
are
D20.
champions tonight.
Oh
of
my
you.
god.
3, a 4, a 5, and like a 3 and a 3.
I've had 2 1s and a 2.
One more.
19.
One
Wow.
more.
And 6.
6. Okay. You look over at Loot as you begin to hear music playing, a beautiful voice and soothing music, and it becomes more jovial, and you feel the urge to dance.
I'm glad this happened to you.
My lady, as lovely as your music is, I'm not quite sure this is the time or place for it.
Loot looks at you like,
Though I do indeed feel like a jig.
Jig.
Are you alright?
Loot's like, I'm
there.
not singing.
Not hear
Jig.
the music.
And at the same
It's
time,
lovely.
you feel like there's a puddle below you that you're melting into.
Melting into a puddle.
Go ahead and make it. What'd you roll for opening the door?
What'd I roll? Oh, I didn't roll yet.
Go ahead and roll.
Why are you dancing?
Oh, but no, I did. I rolled a 16.
Okay, so
Music is outstanding.
you hear this. You guys from the distance hear this
You only
loud
know square
clank
dances, really?
of iron, like a door is opening, and it breaks you out of this vision. And then you can tell which way the sound's coming from.
Okay.
Nah, I walk in.
Okay, door opens. You walk in. You see a long hallway.
I will kill you if you tell
Leading to
anyone
another
about
door.
this.
Dude, you're
Do I
not
actually
good at square
see a door?
dancing at all.
Opening. Okay.
Seriously, you gotta practice that.
It was the Triple Dragon Trot. Thank you very much. Anyway,
What song did
Just
you
all the way.
hear? Achy Breaky Heart? Like, what were you doing?
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
I walk up to there and
I will move up to head to the direction of the sound to go find
Okay.
you
As you approach
people.
the sound, you
You
do see
people.
I follow the dancing man.
can you? I can't quite reach those. There you go. Okay, I gotcha.
Ooh, what happened here?
Should have said Under Pressure by Queen. Instead of
Yeah, as you're going forward, you do see Aelin, and you've rejoined your group, and you feel a little bit of the madness subside.
Oh no, I'm alone now.
Yes.
You're down a hallway; they can still see you, and it's just another door.
Alec,
Yes, Alec. Are you all right down there?
I'm gonna open the door because I can.
You know we're a team, right?
Maybe.
So as you go to
are
open
you
the
doing?
door,
It feels a little bit better with the rest of us. Do you want us to come meet up with you?
You'll get
Sure,
used to
you
her
can come up
after
here.
A little bit. She's like this.
All right.
so as you open the door,
Okay.
it's just a normal door. It creaks open. Go ahead and roll initiative. You guys
Initiative?
stay
Oh.
where you were.
Okay. Well, I was headed down the
Yeah.
hallway, so I'll put myself
Yeah.
like halfway.
can
7.
we even see her?
Yeah, you can see her down the hallway.
Okay.
That's a 7.
Yeah. Okay, hold on one second. Let me get this pulled up.
Darn my
Oh,
character.
I almost had a natural 20. Oh, that's crap. I got a 10.
Dang. I mean, I got a 7. So. We're not good at this.
I'm being,
I know, we're all
I'm
rolling
being
crap.
punished for forgetting my dice tonight. This is seriously some.
Okay,
I
great.
got a
But why,
bunch more D20 if you want.
Dude, this
why
is
do you have to
seriously-
punish the rest of us too with these crappy rolls?
I
It's
don't
not
know,
just
man.
you.
How co- well, a 5 and a
That's
7.
straight
I didn't
dice
even like.
karma, me forgetting my dice right there. I'm not a superstitious person or anything, but that is. That's,
Why are
that's
all of our
pretty
dice horrible?
Consistent.
I don't know.
I just
don't know.
rolled and they were all ones.
All right,
I keep getting
so
twos.
let's go around the
3.
table. We'll start with you. What'd you get?
Initiative? 10.
10.
Oh wait, 7,
On
8,
to-
9, 10. I got a 10 too.
10.
Yeah, 10 because plus 3 for initiative.
8.
Wow.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Also 8.
Wow.
That's a high roll for me. Come on.
That's true. That's true. You're doing
That's
very
I
well.
was gonna say that's amazing at the
Good
current
job.
second. Yeah. 8. I'm so happy. I just rolled that.
You should get out of the red spectrum of color.
You know what? Okay.
Yeah.
I won't even argue with that this second.
just choose a blue.
Pick something blue or green.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do green.
nothing's wrong with green or blue.
Yeah,
Look at that
pick a
game,
different
so-
color,
There you
right?
go.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you guys, as you open the door, you open the
Can I
door
stealth?
and you see what appears to be an armory, and there's training dummies and empty weapon racks all around you. And at the end of the hallway, you notice a suit of armor at the very end of the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give it a push. There we go. Sorry.
And it starts to, as you enter the room, starts to twitch and creak and start to move towards you.
Well, have good luck with that.
Crap.
We don't even see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
just
guys
looked in the
don't
room.
see it,
Wait,
yeah.
am I in the room? I didn't walk in the room. Oh, I guess I did.
Oh, sorry. I pushed you in there because I figured you opened the door and walked in.
Oh,
Did you? Okay, I'll put you
No,
back.
no. I mean,
Sorry.
it's a narrative, man.
I'm curious how she survived.
Okay,
this one.
so as this armor begins to walk towards you, he is going to head and move 25 feet. Those are 5-foot squares.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And he pulls up a sword, and the sword begins to float next to him.
Oh, crap.
Okay, can we get just put a normal d6 next to him?
I got one. Here, push
You got
everybody
one?
into squares.
And
There
that
we
brings us
I got the bag of
to
extras.
Us too.
go.
Aelin
Okay.
is next. Yeah, so it's you guys are tied, so go ahead and pick your order.
I'm just gonna
Go for it.
run back down the hallway.
Okay.
As fast as I can, full dash.
Full
so
dash.
5, 10, 15,
Can you go
20,
through my
25,
space?
30,
Yep.
and then another 30 for my
As long as
dash.
she doesn't
Action
have
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Behind them?
Yep.
Okay, or did you want to go for the stairs?
And can I bonus action hide?
Yeah, you can do that.
This is my life now, guys. I am. 21.
Yeah, you like disappear into the darkness. You put your hood up, and you're like crouched up against the wall and some rocks.
This is fine.
And that brings us to Aileen.
I watch Alec zip past me.
Oh, I didn't even say what was in there. I just kind of.
No.
You didn't tell me a thing.
I just kinda went in
alright.
there.
Well, okay. And
I was just running down the hallway going,
you know,
nope.
I'm gonna go find out what's scared him. But like, I figure it's probably one of those with the weird things in our heads. So I've got how much movement? I got 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and holy crap, there's a thing here.
You pop around and you see the
Holy crap,
armor
there's this thing here.
that's animated, and it was clearly coming after something, and the sword floating beside it.
All right, well, I'm going to take a swing at the suit of armor because
Okay.
it startled me. So let me get over here, find my stuff, and I'm going to roll. All right, with my short sword, that is an 18 to hit.
Oh,
A miss. Oh crap!
18 misses?
Woof.
We're level 1, guys.
I know. All right, so then I'm just going to
18 missed.
18
Yeah.
missed. I took the attack action, so I'm going to shield master shove him.
okay.
Ooh.
And I'm going to try to give it a shove. How do you do that? Just, is it a roll, a strength check or
Do
something?
you have it on D&D
I think he just
Beyond?
makes a
Yeah.
strength saving throw.
Just says bonus action within 5 feet.
Okay.
I think it has to roll a strength saving throw of.
Yeah, that's probably...
Yeah.
What is it called again?
Shield master, shove.
Yeah, I'll just...
It's the shield master.
what's your DC on it?
It doesn't show one.
Okay.
So
Go
do you
ahead
want
and
to just
give
do it
me your
against my strength?
Give me your strength.
Strength
Okay, I've got
plus 10.
a 16 strength, or is it plus 3? So
Do you have a modifier, so it's
yeah,
19?
plus 3.
Yeah, it does not save it.
It doesn't save, so I shove it 5 feet back.
Yep.
Sweet.
Not his sword, though.
And not the sword. No, I didn't touch the sword. And I yell down the hallway, "Could use a bit of help down here!"
Nope.
And that brings us to Narakis.
I just hear her screaming, obviously, down there. See her hiding.
No, you don't. You can't see this.
I start running down the hall to help her. Which one am I again?
Yeah.
The one that's not doesn't have a wizard hat.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right?
And you can use your dash action to move another 30 feet.
If you want to.
2 actions is what we get, though.
You get, yeah,
Action,
so you get a
bonus action.
move, you get an action, and then you get a bonus action.
And you
You
can
can use your
inspire.
action to
sacrifice
dash.
your action to double your movement.
And you can use another
Gotcha.
bonus action to cast a spell.
Can you use the bonus action to cast a spell?
Some spells.
If the spell counts as a bonus action.
You have Inspire, Bardic Inspiration for your...
Oh yeah, you can inspire her.
As
Yeah,
your
you could do
bonus
that.
action.
I could do that. Alright, so I will. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, move next to you right here.
Okay.
And then, yeah, let's inspire her.
Sweet.
Inspire everybody.
What do you do to inspire her?
Play a tune.
Oh my, that's very jaunty. Thank you.
I'm just running down the hall, like, singing and playing my instrument as I go.
Okay, got my inspiration.
Next week, I'll get more into the music part of it.
And that brings us to Thrax.
I would like to move my full movement so that I can come up right into the doorway beside you.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And what's your movement? 30?
An additional 30.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
20.
Yep. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to say, what is it that scared the piss out of Alec? What is it that we're dealing with? I can't see past your gigantic shield. That's my turn.
I just ran all the way back down there and they all left.
Inspired is.
I know,
what,
you abandoned us.
+1 to die.
Inspired. So bardic inspiration works that depending on what level you are, they can then use a d6 at your level
Yeah, is it
to
a
add
D6?
to almost any roll.
Nice.
Yep.
You had me a spare dark D6.
So,
That includes saving throws,
who's right in
attack
front of the
rolls.
sword there?
That is Neuronus.
Okay, so the sword
You're
rears
the
up
sword.
and swings at Naracus.
Not Naracus, our healer guy.
That is
Healer should
a...
not go into combat.
Oh god.
Well, hopefully the bad luck also spread to him.
That is a 2.
You say 2?
No, 5, sorry, 5.
I watched the sword go by my face
Yeah.
as I play a song, laughing.
And one
All
more
right, guys.
time.
Welcome to How to Play D&D with Terrible Dice
That
Rolls.
is a 15.
The skill level of this dungeon.
So what's your AC?
Oh, we're 13.
Oh.
Okay. He hits you for 6.
Oh.
Ouch.
Heal yourself so you can heal others.
And that brings us... So all of a sudden, behind the animated armor, loot appears at the end of the hallway.
All right, like
Yeah,
there.
She appears
Back
at the end of the hallway.
Okay.
Of course she does.
Yep, of course she does. She's just that kind of person, isn't she?
Get in here and help.
And she
I will
pulls out
come.
a bow from underneath her cloak and rolls a 17 plus, so that hits.
At least one hunter is good at hunting.
I don't take
Ouch.
offense to that.
Ouch.
Appears to me neat.
So she pulls back her bow and aims at the animated armor, and you see from the front side you see an arrow just come through like the face mask of this thing, and it appears to shrug it off pretty well. But,
Shrug it off. Came through the face mask.
yep,
Huh.
and it's still going, which brings us back to the animated armor.
I used to be an adventurer, and then I took an arrow to the face.
To the knee.
All right. Who's in front? Turning its attention, it moves back towards loot, not liking what it saw or felt. That's a 6.
Aw.
Well, that's good.
Okay, and that brings us back to Aileen.
Elin.
And
All right.
Alex.
Aileen.
Aylin.
A and A.
Okay, well,
I'll just sprint back in the room.
you're coming back? Okay.
But stealthily so I can get sneak attack bonus.
Oh yeah, we switched you to.
There's 30 and you're dashing.
Yep.
You're going to have to stay there.
What if I'd go...
Can she move diagonal?
Yeah, I can, like, go one more and then in the room. And I can
That's
just...
20. That was 15, 20.
And
Could
then
you do
diagonal.
a diagonal? Yeah, just one
25.
diagonal.
There you go. Okay, do you want to stay here or this one?
I'll just go right in the middle and try to
'Kay.
throw it through you two and
'Kay.
at the suit of armor.
Yep.
Which is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it's in range. As 18
Yay.
plus... I think it's 5. 18 plus 5.
Yeah. Yeah, you hit.
23.
So I get an extra d6 damage.
Yeah, you're inspired.
Not me.
No.
Oh.
I just
oh,
sneak
But
attack.
It's sneak attack.
One
Yeah.
singular person.
Oh, really?
One at a time.
I thought maybe it was an aura effect. Like an AoE type thing.
You can give inspiration as many times as you have slots to give it to as many people as you want, but
3,
Gotcha.
4,
you have to do it
5,
once per turn.
6,
Okay.
7,
I have
8,
played Bard,
9,
so.
10.
And it
10 damage.
very clutch.
So,
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, wait, no.
Especially for Valor.
11. 11 damage.
So you connect with it like square in the back of the chest plate, and it makes this kind of weird like almost shrieking sound, like but it's almost an incorporeal, like in the distance almost, and it falls to a knee.
Haha, I hit it.
But it starts to stand back up.
Dang it. So I've got 7 more knives. I'm not.
Yay! Let's hope we don't use them all.
Oh God.
All right.
I should get rid of one of my knives.
Got a bonus action.
That's
Okay.
it?
Yeah, I used my action to dash, and I used a bonus action to throw the knife.
Alright.
That's right. Okay. All right. Well then,
Oh no, I can't hide again.
I'm going to. Aelid is going to. Step up 1 and take a swing at the sword.
Okay.
And scoot that over. There we go. Okay, that's hang on, wrong page. There we go. That is a 12 plus 5, which is 17. Oh, you know what? I'm inspired. 17 plus 5.
He's a plus 5, so you hit.
I hit! Yay! Finally! 1d6 plus 3 damage. That is a 6 plus 3, so 9 damage.
Nice.
To the sword.
So it's hard to tell how the sword's feeling.
Right. It's a
But
sword.
you definitely hit it.
Yay!
You hit the sword.
And I'm not going to try to shove it. Well, I guess I could shove it into the wall, but that'd be about it, so I don't think I'll do anything there. Alright, that's it for me.
Okay. That is Narakis is next.
Okay. I see it turn and walk over to her in the corner. I'm irritated. And I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery at it.
Okay.
Nice.
Calling it a bunch of names, screaming, "Get over here, you coward! You couldn't hit me with the first blow. What are you giving up? I know you suck at swordplay, but practice makes perfect. Come on."
Is that a DC check for me?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
You unleash a string of insults.
Okay, so it's a
It
wisdom.
must
save.
succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 physical damage.
Do
And
suits
have
of,
disadvantage on the next attack roll.
So
do suits of armor take psychic damage?
it rolled a -1
Nice.
because it has a negative wisdom modifier.
Excellent.
Alright,
So it turns its attention to you.
You hurt its feelings.
And it takes 1.
it takes 1 damage.
But now it has
What
disadvantage.
about plus your spell
Listen,
DC?
that would have been a lot more effective
Oh,
if
plus
this
your-
was a
yeah,
rated
yeah.
R show, and I could have made the insults count.
How's it going, guys?
I was very impressed.
I think it's just
How's it going, chat?
I
Sorry, we
know,
are
it was
watching
hard.
chat just so
I
everybody
wanted
knows.
to add beeps to it.
Let's see.
Come here, you bleeping bleep.
So it turns its attention to you and is like kind of confused and
Why would you hurt my
Right.
feelings?
not sure why it's going after you, but you know you barely heard it. So
I called it a pansy.
all right, and that is Thrax's turn.
Alright, I will step into the room.
Blink.
And then I will take a step backwards, which I provoke an attack of opportunity.
Oh, this is not Pathfinder. Yep.
Do swords get
This
attacks
is
of opportunities?
Not Pathfinder.
See, that's the only thing I know besides is Pathfinder, so that's why I'm trying to learn the differences right here.
So that's a 12.
I don't have Sentinel yet.
12?
Do they get negatives to attack of opportunity?
No,
Yep. So that's a 12.
that's a hit.
Zoinks.
5.
Okay. And then I will cast Firebolt at said sword.
Okay.
14.
Yep.
Perfect.
This is
That is my turn.
okay.
When you cast that, I'm just
the
gonna shout,
flying
I knew you were
sword-
magic.
Swings at the paladin.
Alright.
Don't forget,
And disadvantage. Oh no, that's not the
I was
sword.
going to say there is
It's only disadvantage towards the.
It's disadvantage on its next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
On the
That's
suit of
all it
armor.
For the armor, though.
says. Okay.
Not
This
for the
is
sword.
sword.
You can't
Okay.
insult swords.
And that is a 16.
That misses.
Okay. And then it's back to the armor. The armor is going to approach Narakis. It
The
can only
armor's coming back
move
this way.
25 feet, so if it can get in range.
Well, it can get to me,
Okay.
or it can get behind the sword.
Okay. It gets behind the sword,
Okay.
because it does have a 5-foot reach.
What jump you think you can hit?
It can swing at me.
Yeah. So it swings at the paladin. And that is a 15.
That misses also.
Okay.
As the insults stand correct.
Oh, that was disadvantage too, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, and that brings us back to Autumn.
Can I hide?
Yeah, if you want.
Bonus action, hide in the corner.
Yeah.
Wow. Our courageous one.
Hey, it's for extra damage. I know my rights. It's a 2. It's not good.
Extra damage?
So you try to hide, and you find nowhere to hide. You notice you're just in a corner in a
That's why I
well-lit
don't
room.
like being around people. Fine, I'll just make an attack at it.
Throw a dagger. You got this.
5.
Oh my gosh! I almost thought for a minute there we'd broken the streak. No.
That's so terrible. 5 plus 5. Does 10 hit?
Yeah, no.
This is why we have a chaperone.
Right?
I'm serious. I get it.
She's the only one who
We're
can
doing
hit
so good,
anything.
guys.
I forgot to take her turn, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, okay, she's gonna swing. I forgot to put her in initiative. So she shoots again.
Yeah.
That is a 20, not nat.
Okay, 20 hits and 18 doesn't, so
6.
Maybe 19 hits.
maybe 19 hits.
Or it doesn't.
We're never gonna.
So another arrow pierces through it, and it drops to both knees and is slowly trying to get up. And that's... Yep, Helene's turn. Helen.
Halen, yes. We'll get the hang of it, don't worry.
Yep.
Alright, going to... I'm gonna swing at the... Stay right where I am and swing at the suit of armor.
Okay.
We're going to hit this thing, you guys.
One day.
Not today, though. That's a 10.
Swing and miss.
Sorry, guys.
You get 2 actions, don't they?
Nope.
Okay.
Not a level 1.
Oh, okay.
Did
about
you
a
say there
bonus
was a place
action?
in here that had practice dummies?
You could just punch
I
it in
can
the
shove it again. That's
You-
about it.
You can
We
bonus
need to go
action
back
punch
to
me in
that
the
part of the
face.
dungeon for a while.
You can punch the sword.
Thank goodness we avoided the
can't-
gnolls.
I don't have a second option.
Right. Thank God.
Isn't it an unarmed strike?
Oh.
Oh, it's an action.
My only bonus actions are 2 weapon fighting and shield master shove.
Cool.
So I could shove it, but
Such a bully.
that's about it. But I don't see the point, so I'm just gonna stay put.
Okay.
Could
Naraka.
any of us possibly hit this thing? This would be marvelous if we could maybe do some damage.
Maybe
Just
one.
saying. Right. Doing great out there, guys.
So there's a sword between me and it right now, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
So I can't step into the square right in front of me.
You can try to move through your, like, if you have range to move past your ally, you can move next to it.
Okay, I'd like to move next to him.
Over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot for sneak attack that it's also damage if it's near your allies.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna make a
So
standard
you don't have to sneak attack anymore. Yeah.
rapier attack.
Okay.
Rapier attack.
Go
So
ahead.
that was that D20 plus 4?
D20, yep.
Yeah, or to hide, I mean. Natural 20.
20.
Finally!
Nice!
Finally!
And it's plus 4, so 24,
Tom just
So,
needed to get away from the pink ones.
go ahead and roll your attack dice.
which is 1d8 plus 2 piercing
Times
2,
times 2.
because you crit.
Because you crit.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Natural 20 is a crit.
You.
You roll it and you double your dice.
That's
Pretty dang good,
so
actually.
7.
So 14.
7.
14.
Plus
Well,
your
is it
modifier.
7, 8, 9, so 18 damage.
So the thing
Well, you
lets out
don't
this,
double the
like,
other damage, you just double
corporal
the, you just double the
scream,
dice on a
and,
crit.
and you see this black
Right.
mist come out
So
of
it's 14
the
plus
helmet,
his modifier.
and it falls to a pile of rusted armor, and the sword falls down next to it.
I picked the sword up.
It's in very bad shape.
Oh, I throw it back down.
Throw it back down.
When it was fighting you, it appeared to be a very nice sword and suit of armor, and as it fell to the ground, it looks old and rusted.
Don't
So
you know how much you could sell these things for?
Go ahead and keep it there.
I can't pick it
You're
up. I'm
welcome
a
to
weak.
carry
Get
it.
a donkey next time you're in town. For all
that was
Bring
quite
a
the
donkey into a dungeon.
Bring it into Madness Town.
You
Yeah.
ever
You
seen
crazy
a
donkey.
donkey
That's what we
insane?
need.
That's some
Yeah.
entertaining
He's a
stuff.
crazy donkey running around in here kicking things. That'd be marvelous fun.
Have you ever seen a donkey doing the square dance and feeling claustrophobic, sinking into the floor. It's got to be funny.
What do you mean square dance? When did that happen?
I will.
Ask our companion.
Oh,
really?
My God.
Marvelous.
You'll never live this down.
Lute says, well, that went well.
But it didn't. I pick up all
Well,
my
it
daggers.
went. I'm not sure about well, but it went.
Does he have anything other than rustiness on him?
Go ahead and make a roll.
That's
I'm
great.
keeping this dice for now.
18, 19, 20.
So as you search around the room, you come across a cabinet, and in the cabinet you find a rod suspended in midair. And
Can I take it?
you try to pull it, and
Is there
nothing
like a button
happens.
on it?
There is a button on
I
it.
click it.
You go ahead and pull it out.
Is it an immovable rod?
Sure sounds like it.
I have an immovable. I put it in my bag. Can I do it stealthily?
Yep. Make a stealth roll.
Dang it.
Sleight of hand.
Oh boy,
man.
That's not gonna be great. 16, 17, 18, 19,
Yeah.
20.
If anybody wants to try to beat that with perception, they can. Otherwise, nobody notices.
No, I got a +0 to perception, so no. I'll try. No.
What did you roll?
19.
Not 19.
I literally can physically only tie it if I roll a 20.
That beats it.
Yeah.
Yeah, tying it around or better.
Natural
Besides, I have a
20.
second 20 in a roll. We're gonna do a 1.
Not only do you not
One
see
is
it, you're
straight.
distracted by something across the room.
So,
Floor's nice in this room too.
Wow.
Look at all those.
You know what?
Lose.
You're right. It is a rather nice flooring, isn't it?
Lute says, are you all okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Sure.
Wait, who got
I've
hit? You
felt
look bad.
better.
And then make a wisdom save, everybody.
Oh, man. It's 15.
20.
You're good.
Natural 1.
Oh, God.
We'll talk about you in a second.
We'll talk about you in a second. We'll get
You're
in
good.
trouble with my dad.
This one's like you can be.
Go
I
ahead.
know.
1,
It's
19.
one or the other.
Okay.
Oh my god, I rolled a natural 20 for what I
So
did.
you're sitting there, and you begin to have trouble focusing on your surroundings and the task at hand. You're supposed to be doing something or going somewhere. What was it? You grasp your situation for a second, but it slips away again. The people around you suddenly seem unfamiliar, and you don't know where you are. You realize, with a shock, that you can't remember who you are. The distinction between your sense of self and your environment is starting to unravel. Your body collapses on the ground, but you don't really feel it because it doesn't seem to be your body anymore. You are now in the world like a drop of water falling into ocean. You are one with the universe, which feels impossibly vast, but also completely contained within a single tiny atom. You are nothing and everything at the same time. Meanwhile, your party watches as you collapse, wide-eyed and drooling, a heap on the ground. Roll a d10.
I rolled it and I got a natural 20.
A d10.
Oh, never mind. I am wrong.
That's a good roll.
Yeah, I got a natural 20 on a D10, guys. Was an nope. Is this it?
Nope, that's an 8.
Nope. Thanks.
That's an 8.
3.
It's
Also.
also an 8.
That's
Nope.
also an 8.
You
You
gave
will-
me an 8.
You will.
Oh.
It's right there in
you
the
had
middle.
8? Oh yeah, 3. So you will remain this way for 3 minutes.
Cool.
You guys see her collapse to the floor, drooling, and almost like she's staring off into
Don't
nothing.
let me swallow my tongue, guys.
I'm gonna go up and check for a pulse.
She's alive.
I cast healing word at her.
Okay.
I'm not damaged.
Oh.
I told y'all.
Slap me in the face.
I did tell you it was very weird
I
in
just
here.
I grab her by the foot and start dragging her.
Down the stairs?
One moment.
The several
What?
stairs.
I'm not gonna leave her.
I backhand
Okay.
Alec as hard as I can.
God, you've been waiting.
Make
to do
a,
that,
you
haven't
make
you?
a strength and you make a fortitude.
A 40. Okay, this is my
18.
Oh Jesus!
19.
Doesn't work.
About
dang
broke
it.
her jaw though.
Look, if
Was
we want to
satisfying.
take him with us, I can carry him. I'm strong enough.
Him?
You're girl?
her.
Sorry, female? I don't know. Your name is Alec. I wasn't told.
To be fair, it's a lot of leather.
Right, exactly. So much leather. I haven't really been paying that close of attention. Little concerned with going crazy.
I've never found half-elves attractive anyway, so...
Anyway, she... Her preferred pronouns, she, her. Alright.
If you feel so inclined, you can carry her, otherwise...
Can't believe
I'm
you assumed
inclined
her
just...
gender.
You're right.
I'm inclined to just continue to explore the dungeon.
I agree.
Cool.
Alright, I'm going to scoop up Alec and toss her over my shoulder.
Yep. Loot looks slightly worried, like maybe we got in too deep as we move on.
You think?
Does anybody have any abilities of the restoration kind?
Meaning...
We just
Can
got a
anyone
notification.
heal?
Thank you for whatever. Oh, there it is.
A little.
Thank you for following
yes.
Pulcorius.
Mental problems, obviously.
No, more physical, as I have a rather large slash across my chest from a sword.
You used healing word on me, but not the damaged
I
one.
can...
I can easily heal you.
Oh, good. I'm glad you can, because
I
I
play a
have
little
some
tune.
healing, but not much.
Okay.
Is that a cantrip?
Yes. Is it? Yes.
One of them is, one
No.
of them isn't.
Oh.
I'll let you burn a hero point since you burned that spell kind of pointless too.
Yeah, okay. So I use a point.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. And I need to roll. What do I need to roll? I don't know. I gotta look it up. So I don't know my spells.
What is it?
Healing word. I got it right here. Give me a half
Oh, you
second.
got it.
Oh, it looks like a horse.
I know it normally does say. It doesn't say.
1d4 plus your spellcasting level.
Oh,
Suggestion, write that down.
right.
It's annoying to have to find it every time.
Yeah.
Which is,
1, I think. Right?
I don't know.
This is amazing.
Your casting level is 1, yeah.
Okay.
Because you're level 1.
Oh,
Yep.
fair enough. So 2.
Dope.
Alright, so 1d4 plus.
So as you guys are sitting here healing up and things, you feel a twitch on your back like something's coming back to life.
Ow.
And you wake up.
Oh.
For a moment, you think you glance in your dream 5 giants around the corners of the world. Like they were playing games with you.
I feel like someone's being racist to me for some reason.
Oh, hello? Are you awake?
Maybe.
Hello?
I don't like
Okay,
anything right now.
face.
Can you put me down? You can
Yeah,
just drop
sure,
me on
of
the
course,
floor.
yeah. Whoop. Set you down. I'll set you down carefully.
Did you have a nice nap?
How's your face feel?
It feels bad. But I mean, like, it didn't hurt that much.
It's weird.
It's
right
like-
before
it's-
you passed out, you just
It's like a little
you
mosquito
landed
bite.
right on your face.
Oh.
You didn't by chance touch anything that would have triggered that episode, did you?
Nope.
Told you I don't think there's any reason for it. I think it just happens.
Yeah, totally. Didn't touch anything.
Interesting.
And as we walk out, I'm going to reach over and touch Thrax on the shoulder and give you 2 more points of healing.
Much better.
Nice knowing.
From Leon Hands.
Those are temporary hit points.
Thank you very much.
Oh, wait.
No, when I touch them to heal.
Oh, no, never mind. I'm done. No.
I think she just gets a pool of 5 of them, right? Yeah.
Yep. Start at 5.
Yep.
So I just gave you 2 of them.
Shall we carry on?
Alec, are you feeling
Nope.
better?
Do we need a short
Yeah,
rest?
let's just go all
we
in a
just keep
line.
going?
Yeah, let's just all stand in one line and
suggest
walk
we-
forward at the same time.
I suggest we all stay together. It
Yep.
seems to be a little less of the crazies when there's more of us.
Less of the crazies
Is
is
this
good.
room full of doors?
No, those are like empty weapon racks and storage containers.
Empty. No
Yeah.
daggers.
No. Nope, you found what there is to find.
All right. How about I lead? So where are we going? We head back
Well,
through here. There's another door.
Aelin,
Yes.
I am more of the approach of mapping this place out.
Well,
I don't like leaving unknowns behind me.
all
And
right.
since we
Understandable.
quickly departed the first entrance that Arrakis and I were exploring, I'd be more inclined to go back to there and make sure there aren't more animated suits of armor trying to kill us.
That is definitely a good idea, but I would also like to say, there's only one more doorway here that we know of. So we could just grab this one while we're here and then we don't have to come back up these stairs.
How logical, of course.
Trying to be sensible. I'm known for it.
What a delightful rarity.
As you glare pointedly, is that?
I'm just like looking in my bag.
All right. Well, I'm headed for that door.
We're all following close behind you.
All right. As I whack everything on my microphone stand here.
Whack it.
Whacky.
So it's the same type of iron door that you saw before?
Uh-huh. Okay, you're staying in there.
Now, everybody, in the sake of tactical maneuvering, why don't we all stand away while only one of us opens this door?
It'd
All
be
right.
smart to leave me a clear visual of the door. Just saying, for reasons.
Or we could
For
just.
reasons.
No.
Don't
I'll
stand
open
right in
it.
the way.
I will open it. I don't
I
mind.
stand way back. I just stand in the corner.
You're standing back in the corner? Okay.
Those reasons.
Those reasons.
Shall I move everybody back one then? How's
Yes.
You hear a click and the door opens and you realize that maybe your paranoia is getting to you.
Obviously.
It opens up to another hallway that appears to
It's
be
opened?
made out of higher end materials.
I don't feel like going up any more stairs.
Are you all seeing the door open?
Yes.
Is it just me?
Nope.
You see an open hallway.
Do you
Door
see
and
me
the
look
door
like you?
open.
All right, I'm going to step in.
Okay.
All right.
We'll be right
I
behind you.
appreciate the thoroughness, though.
To your right, you see what appears to be a training area that is actually well decorated,
Okay.
and another door around the corner to your
Okay,
left.
you all need this area.
You do? Oh, training. Sorry.
Wait, what? We need a library.
Sorry, I'm just used to people being a little more
I'm
pleasant,
gonna
I guess.
clap you on the back for that one.
Fist bump.
Oh. Yeah. All right, good one. It's a fair cop. All right, let's do this.
All right,
I'm gonna
is,
go first and
is there
explore while you guys
anything?
practice for a minute.
Is there anything of interest in the training area?
I'm going in there.
It's
You guys come
so
in?
it's like
Yeah.
it's like there's a big carpet in the middle where they would have trained. It looks like it's well treaded. It's dusty, but no,
Hey,
Is it
this
nice
actually
carpet?
Does have a nice
What's
floor.
that?
Is it nice carpet?
it's not nice now, but you can tell at one time it was Gucci.
Are you all coming in?
Sure.
That is a fantasy word, by the way.
Is it? I was gonna say,
Gucci-
wasn't it been around? since,
Gucci
like,
was invented in
1912?
like
We've seen
It was
it
a it was a famous gnomish fashion artist.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Gucci.
All right, anybody else coming in? I'm checking around.
Yes.
I'm gonna do an investigation in there.
I will be 10 feet behind you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is she coming in with us?
Yeah, she follows you guys where you go.
All right, well-
Kind
Yeah,
of
but
taking up
sometimes
the
she does
lead.
that ghost thing where she just.
All right, I'll go
I'll
out
be
If she
behind
needs to.
her. I'll just
She likes
be in
to
the
take
back.
the indirect or the
be in the
direct
back,
path, however
just
you wanna look
outside.
at it.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to do an investigation in here. I want to see if there's anything worth
Okay, go ahead.
noticing.
So many
Is that? That's good. Okay. That is investigation. That is a 14.
Okay, you notice a little like kind of on a little stand, a training schedule.
Oh.
Nothing fancy.
I'm gonna walk over to this other door.
Okay,
Yes.
it's a
Splitting up is
standard
nice.
wood door.
I crack her open.
Okay.
Or just-
As you open up the door, there's a desk in the middle of the room, and it appears to be some sort of office.
I'd like to go in and search.
I'm going to go with him.
I'll
Okay.
go with him because I saw him go in there, and I'm not gonna let
Okay.
anyone else go in
Go ahead and
somewhere
search.
alone. I'll search too.
There's a floor in here too.
That was key.
As you look around, you're digging through the cabinets in there, and you don't find anything of interest.
16.
Okay, you go to the desk, and you open up the desk, and there's a letter in there.
Is
And
it
it-
unopened?
It's a parchment, and
Oh,
it's open, and it says, you notice that the date is from a very long time ago, like before the War of the Gods,
Find something interesting.
Yep. I found a note. I'll read it.
and it reads, from the office of the warden. I'm slowly going mad here. I'm not sure what darkness has invaded, but surely I will not last much longer. And it starts to scrawl into gibberish.
Weird. It's kind of like when you sent that message to us, like us two, about how like we were going insane.
You are. I'll turn around and leave the room.
Ooh, I just got scorched by the wizard.
I'm going to catch up with you since we left you entirely alone.
We have loot.
I also
was-
turn
I was
and
waiting.
follow.
I
Figured I
follow
was
too.
hunting while that was digging around.
I
while you
scoot
guys were
on
doing that.
after.
All right, I'm gonna come up here and see if there's anything up in this area.
Okay.
Stand
Here you
next
notice
to you.
that there's weapon stands and lockers that are of higher quality, but again, nothing in them. Like it's already been looted.
Okay.
Dang it.
Nothing up here. You're welcome to check yourselves if you'd like, but there's nothing.
Alright.
Looks like it's been gone
Let's
over.
all
at
retreat
least.
back to where we were before
This is all
we...
quite old.
Yeah, loot, you're first, because you're at the door.
All right.
We're going over there.
Yep, we're going back there.
Go for it.
Scooping
While you guys are
some
going,
more
make a
stuff.
wisdom check.
Oh, man.
Not great at all. That's no good.
Okay, let's go.
8.
Okay,
7.
okay,
8.
okay.
8.
Everybody roll one more time.
Oh, that's a lot of 8s.
7.
So as you're walking, you look at your bow. You have a bow, right?
Yes.
And it appears to turn into a snake and start coiling around your arm.
The
What do
snakes.
you got?
13.
Okay. Again, all of a sudden, everybody looks like you again and talks like you. And you're like, I've been here
It's a
before.
dream.
What'd you get?
That's 6.
6. You feel that same sensation as you melt into that puddle again.
16.
16. You start feeling hot and itchy, like you need to take off your clothes.
Oh god.
Throw my bow to the ground.
Right. Well,
Are any of my other weapons weird creeper crawlers?
been
You see
here
me kind of
before.
jumping up and down over here, wondering what's going on,
Why
staring
am
at
I
my
puddle?
feet.
Why am I puddle?
It's okay, I'm just stripping naked, so.
Oh dear, I did not see any.
Thrax.
As you guys are
Thrax,
sitting
darling.
there,
As much as I, you know.
as you
seen
guys
it
are
before,
freaking
but-
out,
I actually just look like you, so.
you turn
Exactly.
around and you see Loot, and she's like looking around. She's like, "No, I didn't. No, I won't do it anymore. No, no." And she kind of snaps out of it and looks at you guys and like, and you colleagues all kind of look awkwardly at each other like you didn't experience what you all just experienced.
Looks like you're going crazy, I say as I pick up my snake bow off the ground.
As you pick up the snake, it turns back into a bow.
Haha, that's what I thought.
Right, well.
You obey me, snake.
I try to walk out of my puddle thing going on over here.
And you come up and like you're coming out of the water, much
Yeah.
like you're coming out of the swamp, and you
And
rise.
continue to
Jello
walk down
walk.
this hallway right here towards these other doors.
You
down
enter
here.
into the doors. They are definitely servants' quarters.
And yes, I'd like to.
You
do
just
this
want to
as
search
thoroughly
them?
as you want. Yes.
Okay, what?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like to
so
open
everybody
all of
roll
I'll
for
look
me.
for 2.
Yeah,
Right.
everybody roll for me. We'll knock them all out at once.
Ooh, 16.
Right, it's like we can do this however you want.
Was
18.
What are we rolling?
Oh my god.
Per investigation.
11 plus 3 is a 14.
15.
18.
Okay, so you open one of the
I rolled a 2.
the servants' quarters, and as you notice that one of the drawers is kind of cracked open, and you pull it up and you find another piece of parchment, and it says the masters are going mad. They're mad. They're mad. And it's like scribbled, mad, 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 and then it starts going off into more gibberish.
This seems a bit hypocritical.
Well, on the other hand, at least we know it's not just us.
Yeah, it was the people that went insane and killed themselves.
It's this dungeon place thing, whatever this is. Something is not right in here.
Well, we could always just go into the giant cavern that we haven't searched yet.
So when you came into the cavern, you did notice 2 more doors besides the black hole door.
Yeah.
Yeah, haven't got over there yet, though.
I kind of want to go over here, but not right now. I'll just wait for the group, because I don't want to go alone.
Yeah, you haven't seen that far yet.
Oh, I mean, just like over
Right.
here.
Well, shall
Alright,
we
I
try
will-
a new door?
I will turn around, come out of the hallway, and I will open up that door.
Okay, you open it up and you smell of fresh baked bread and meats and possibly a tavern.
Do I smell it?
Alec, all you can eat up ahead. Apparently, there's quite the festivity.
I start wandering back, obviously.
You all
I
smell
would
the same
question
smell.
all of that as I'm coming up behind Joel.
Nonsense. Everything seems perfectly logical in here.
Of course.
Logic and intelligence are two different things, my
Will
friend.
you please put your clothes back on?
Yeah, you're still buttoning.
Seriously. You don't look like me anymore, please.
Very
You don't look like
liberating.
me anymore. It's no longer flattering.
Seriously,
I mean, you're super scrawny.
When it
Just
was
saying.
me, I mean, I've seen that before, but this, I mean, seriously,
At
just
least
too
some
much.
boxers
What,
or
what
something.
do I look like?
Something.
A cleric? I'm a rogue, man.
we really didn't need to know that you went commando. Thank you.
You have another flashback, and you see those same 5 giants, and all of a sudden you feel like you're just a bunch of numbers instead of a name. And you snap back into reality.
Do we notice this?
I don't like.
You notice her kind of like look off for a second.
You all right there, Alec?
No, she does that all the time. I want to take too much note.
I no longer like tall people. Is what I get out of that.
I will go in and check the very first door on my right.
Okay. You open it up, and you see a kitchen. And there are pots bubbling, and spoons and utilities moving, and dinner's being prepped
Of its own accord?
of its own accord.
Holy
I was gonna
crap,
say,
it's
do we
the
see
scene
any
from Beauty and the
people?
Beast.
If only we
something
had
for-
somebody who could sing.
You want to do a dance?
As you open the door, it immediately shuts on you. Like it didn't want to be opened. But you just happened to glimpse that.
Did you mistakenly interrupt something there?
It's not gonna keep me away from a fine cooked food. I kick the door open.
I will step back as she does that.
Ah,
Was that a strength check?
19, jeez. So 18.
Minus 1 strength.
Alec, word of caution, the last animated thing we ran into tried to kill us.
You kick it, and it doesn't budge. It's like stone, and you take 2 hit points of damage.
So if you
for
die
your
by
sprained
soup,
knee.
I just went like a
Ow.
the freaking ladle kills her.
And all of a sudden, the door disappears
Why? I just wanted soup.
like a wall.
Why does life have to do this to me?
Because you tried to kick it. I will walk up and try to open up the next door.
A normal wooden door. As you twist the knob, you click. The door opens up, and that smell wafts out even more.
I will proceed down the hallway.
You look up, and you see stairs leading to what appears to be a banquet room with a large table in the middle, and just food all over. And any type of food you can imagine is there.
I do
Trays
not
and-
trust any of this.
And there's
really?
there's kegs over in the corner of what appears to be mead or wine or beer, and it's all just sitting there in a well candlelit room.
I have been here for 2.5 days and no one has been in or out of this room.
And you seemed kind of hungry, so I'm guessing there weren't any,
There was no smells when the door was shut. I'm saying, I would suggest not eating.
Yeah, I'm not
Just a
planning on
thought.
eating it.
Can I investigate and see?
I will too.
Yeah.
God, all
roll
of my
one of my rolls on
investigation
this?
rolls are amazing. 17.
You guys,
Same.
You guys see food, and as you investigate closer, the benches appear to pull out like they're inviting you.
I mean, I have rations. We could always just sit to pretend to eat their food. I mean, it'd be
Not the
rude to
smartest
not.
person,
I don't
so.
think so.
Well-
It's a terrible idea.
I'm
I
kinda-
vote it's my turn, Arrakis. Same old drill. I will sit down at one of the benches, and I will grab the most pompous dish I can find.
Okay.
I'm ready to drag you out.
With Pinky out, I will sit.
Okay. What is everybody else doing?
I'm just watching.
I'm
him.
watching him and
Yeah,
getting
I'm
ready to
not
drag his
touching
body
it,
back
hang
out of the
on.
door.
So you start to dig in,
Fortune favors the bold.
and this is like
Or
the
kills
most
them.
savory food you've ever tasted. And as he sits down and the bench pushes in, the room goes, for you guys, goes back to dark, musty, and everything smells moldy and rotten, and there's rotten food on the table, and he's eating like a maggot-infested piece of cheese with his pinky up.
Hold on. Just wait a second.
You're still in the fantasy land.
Yeah, wait, just.
All right.
Just
Do I see
but-
them still?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see this look of just like,
Take another bite. What kind of seasoning are they using? Before I have some.
If I was to take a guess, I would say sassafras.
Are you sure? Make sure.
Possibly Ginger.
Be thorough with your tasting.
All right, that's quite enough, I think, and I whack the cheese out of his hand.
Whack the cheese.
As you whack the cheese out of his hand, the table for you goes to this moldy, rotten, and the smell of just straight decay wafts over you.
You're welcome.
And you can taste that same taste in your mouth.
I turn around and walk out. I'm going back.
What
to the
seasonings was it again?
Ginger and
Marcus, I
sassafras.
thought we had a deal on that one.
Oh, that was harmless. You'll be alright.
Oh,
I will remember that. Thank you.
Just like me remembering you taking your clothes off. I'm scorched for life.
he still doesn't have any clothes on. Are you just holding them with you?
Like a GQ model, I just have them over my shoulder.
You can't pull that off, man. You're a wizard, Harry. You're not Harry, wizard.
What? I remember the first time I used English.
Yeah,
All right,
I
I will-
came back out.
Yeah, I'll just.
So as you
I'm
guys
left
go,
already.
that smell starts, as soon as you leave the room, it starts to go back to that smell of divineness.
Who's gonna say outside?
Well, that's just cruel.
Very funny rooms. Not gonna fall for that again.
And you walk by the first door, and it's a door again.
Besides the claustrophobia in here once in a while, this place is actually kind of entertaining.
I will go to the next door, and I will open that as well.
Okay. So you look down the hallway, and it appears to be like the servants' quarter hallway that you opened up in the first place. Now, off to the left, you do see that black hole door is kind of bulging out a little bit more than it was before.
Should we close that door?
It is closed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just seems to be not wanting to be closed.
why don't we just open it then?
Right.
I mean, we did just beat a suit of armor.
Just run in there. Run into the blackness. See what's on the other side.
Oh. No.
All right.
No.
I will just go and start
Yep.
popping
Go ahead.
open.
We'll do the same thing. Yep.
Yes.
So, how long have you all been working together? I know this is unusual.
I will too.
That is a
Nat
8
long.
for me to investigate.
We
I
all
got a
met
natural
and
one.
apparently got summoned for the same cause back at the camp.
Are you guys gonna
Oh
search?
dear.
We're getting to know each other
please
as we go.
search. Please search.
All right, going to search. No, I'm not really. That.
Oh, wow.
Yes, 7, I believe.
So you
Natural
crack,
20. Pick
you
a side,
crack,
bro.
you crack
I
the
can't do it.
door.
Natural 1 and a natural
You
20.
crack the door at the very end, and there's an old, dusty, tattered cloak.
Oh, I'll pick it out.
What'd you find in there, big guy?
Check it out.
Yeah, it's got some patches on it, but you're not quite sure what it is.
I'm gonna hang on to it for now. I don't know what I found.
I am rather good at identifying things, if you would like.
Take a look at this.
Yeah.
See if you have any knowledge about this cloak.
Like to not cast identify, but I would like to see if I can identify it.
Can I look over his shoulder and do the same?
Go for it.
I'll just hand the cloak to her.
All right.
I mean, I got a natural 19, so 19.
So when you
20,
picked it up, you
22.
immediately knew it was an enchanted cloak, and you knew there was something special about it.
23.
And you see these patches on there in the shape of like a ladder, and one's a 10-foot pole, and it's got many patches on it. Some have been ripped off.
It's
so-
an equipment cloak. I take off my cloak, which has no use, and put on this one.
No, I have the cloak too. Or
But you
did
gave
get
it. You
ahead
gave
of
it to him, and then he
Oh,
gave
you
it to
got
me.
Okay.
I do believe that belongs to Narakis. He
You know-
was the
you know-
founder.
You can
You
have
know
it.
exactly what it is, by the way.
I toss it to you.
Thank
don't
you.
don't worry about metagaming.
I will
Is it an equipment code?
I will explain to you that when you remove one of the patches, it becomes an item as illustrated on the patch.
Really?
Yes.
We will discuss what patches are on there after the game,
That is very cool.
but the
is
basic
quite
patches
handy.
are on there.
Hey, can we make a deal? If you ever eat it, can I have the cloak?
I'll think about it.
I'm sure you will. You.
What have I stumbled onto here?
Oh, it's a.
A halfling, a dragonborn, and a tiefling.
Walked into a bar.
Ow!
Yes, we're still searching
A
for the
10-foot bar.
punchline.
There is no
Can
punchline.
tell.
So as you come into the middle of the quarry, you see, or the dungeon cave, you see one cave entrance that goes off into what appears to be more cave, and two more doors.
Want to go into more cave?
It's just if we're going to be methodical about this, let's just start in
Start
and
picking and going.
just work our way around the wall.
You notice two doors.
Pick a door.
Any door.
Are there any Are there any differences
Straight
between
ahead.
the two doors?
Yeah.
The one straight ahead of you is very fancy. The one on the right is a normal one door.
I've always been a fan of fancy. Who wants to open it?
I'll open it. Just get out of my way. I'll do it.
Remember, try to keep a clear line of shot.
All right, everybody step back if you're going to. And I reach over and open it.
Clicks open.
His pinky is still sore from the last time I unleashed something.
You realize that maybe the maker of this dungeon thought madness was enough. It didn't need traps.
Oh. Well, neat.
Still, not a bad idea to be careful.
Okie doke. Let's.
In we go.
I'm going to stay out.
Oh, I will search in the room.
So as you enter the room, you see a large platform with a throne on it.
Wow.
And you start to hear some giggling.
Oh no.
And from behind the throne, a little goblin head pops out. And he starts laughing. He says, "You come for me? You bring me food?
We have food, yeah? You want some?
You bring me food."
Yeah.
He laughs.
Why don't you come over here and get some?
"You want me to come to you, or should you come to me?"
Is that a question or an answer?
It is both and the same. Have you been here long?
I mean, not really. I think I was here like 30 minutes, maybe an hour.
Have you been here long?
Oh, as long as I can remember. And he gets a maniacal look in his eyes.
Do you want to leave?
Right.
Leave? Why would I leave? I have all the food I need next door.
No. No. It's all rotten and bad.
He looks at you with disgust and says, "What did you say? Are you talking bad about my home?"
No, I'm talking about your food in the home. I mean, your home seems terrifying.
Alec, I think perhaps this might be
He
a
looks a
discretion
little
about a
more
party fella.
frustrated. And he approaches you and says, "I don't like you."
Oh no. Well, now you've done it.
Roll for initiative.
Well, it's a good thing he's around my allies.
That is totally cocked.
Oh boy.
Oh, that was crap.
Right there with you, though.
I just like how I'm literally back and forth on the spectrum.
21.
Okay, let me get you guys added here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Play. And so, what'd you get?
8.
8. You got 20 what?
21.
What
21.
do you add into this?
Your initiative.
Your initiative, which is your dexterity modifier.
+2. Yeah.
6.
Okay.
Incredible.
5.
Fine. Wait, but your initiative is +1. Dear God.
We are all rolling.
All right,
Yeah,
so
you're pretty good.
the rogue will go first. As the Nilbog,
A Doa?
as Nilbog
Oh, Nilbog. So
Says-
as the Dilgog.
says, "I don't like you," he brandishes a dagger.
Oh, hey, look, I've got my own. I take it and I stab him in the face with it.
Okay.
Twice.
Go
No,
ahead and
I
roll
think
to
I
hit.
have. It was a bonus action and 2 actions. It's 1, so 3.
I do.
17
actually, yes.
and so 17 plus 5 and 13 plus 5.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
And it's
so
and
I
it's
need
10.
you to make a charisma check.
Gersh. Saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. Natural 20.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So he kind of laughs, and what did you roll for damage?
No, I rolled a 17
Okay.
and a 13 plus 5.
Okay. All right. So he laughs at you, and then all of a sudden, as you hit him, you feel the first damage return to you.
So first damage is wait, would it be sneak attack to me if I'm around my allies?
No.
Okay, so 4 points of damage to me, and nice 9, 10, 11, 12 damage to him.
Okay. He actually, right before you can make the second attack, disengage and backs up as far as he can. And says, "You're no fun."
Just spit out some blood.
Yep. And that brings us to him.
Oh, good.
Um,
Oh, good.
he says, he actually just talks to you and he says, "Why are you so eager to kill me?"
Because you walked towards me with a dagger? Do you not want to fight?
No, you made fun of me, and then I walked towards you, and then I drew a dagger. I didn't walk towards you with dagger drawn.
But
And he laughs. And then he kind of disappears and reappears over on this side of the room.
ooh, you're one of those guys, aren't ya?
And laughs more. And that brings us to... Let me get back to here. I have so many tabs open right now, it's ridiculous. That brings us to our paladin.
Right. I'm going to turn around
Okay.
and take a look at this guy.
Okay. Make a charisma check.
Okay. That's actually alright. No, it's not. No, it's not. Nothing is alright.
Nothing's alright.
Nothing is okay.
Nothing is alright. That was 7.
Okay. So you feel oddly drawn towards him. And you feel sorry for him for a moment, and you look at your friend and say, "Why are you trying to kill him?"
He's just a harmless little singleton here. He's got really hurt
When
us,
I
could he?
stabbed him
He-
twice, some
he-
stabbed me.
He giggles again.
You sassy.
He says, "I just come here to play.
This isn't a game. We're trying.
I think it's a game.
Oh, you're
Do you want to
thinking-
play?" And then that brings us to...
I have a loot. Do you want to play a game?
That brings us to our bard.
tried to, but-
Bard is next.
Why would he want
Insulted
food?
his food. You just give
I
him some
Charisma
real
check?
rations.
Yep, charisma check.
I'm trying not to be so generous.
Wow!
You start feeling sorry for him too,
No,
See?
they're all gonna
and
kill
thinking
me.
that she's the bad guy.
I agree.
You're all
And he
being
says-
weird.
And he says, "This is a fun game. I like it." And that brings us to Thrax.
Just gonna hit one of you over the head with a
Hey,
loot.
guess what? My charisma's really low.
Oh,
Mine's
God.
pretty high.
I'm going to walk in.
As soon as you see him, you see this goblin.
10.
11.
Okay. You feel the same. You feel an awe draw towards this goblin creature.
Am I aware that Alec hurt my
Right
new,
now,
my
all
new
you can-
best friend?
All you can focus on is.
I'll tell you right now, she deserved it.
And he
What am I
says,
gonna
"This
do?"
is fun."
Alright.
And that brings us back to.
What about loot? She's in the
Oh,
room.
Lute is in. Yes, she is in the room. She stands back and kind of assesses the situation,
Help me.
and she is definitely not fooled. And she kind of assesses the situation, looks at you. She says, "I don't think we're going about this the right way."
Neither do I. I'm not great at talking to people, okay?
She says, "Perhaps now is the time to learn." And it flips back to you.
Okay, I mean, do you want gold? I mean, I can give you money, or I can give you food, because I mean,
Gold?
yeah,
You have gold
I have lots of gold.
and food.
Yeah, I'm super generous. You can ask these guys. They probably hate me right now.
I don't have to ask these guys anything.
Cool, cool, cool. So how much money do you want?
I don't ask for anything.
I walk up to him and give him 3 gold.
He looks at he goes, "Oh, shinies." And he looks up over at your friends and he goes like this, and they snap back in. And he walks back to the throne and he's like playing with the coins. He says, "This is good. You keep me entertained." And he points to you. "You have music.
I do.
I have music.
I don't like you." And he's rubbing
That's
the coins
fair.
together.
That's fair.
He's
That's fair.
"You play me something."
So I do. I play a song.
He starts dancing, and Lute's like trying to figure out what it is, and she's like, she starts singing, and the goblin sits down in the chair and he starts rocking.
If you would dance some more, it might be helpful.
He says, I like this. Initiative is now over for now.
And we are no longer charmed.
You're no longer charmed.
Okay.
Well, see, he really wasn't all that bad.
Sometimes this job.
He says, shh. I'm trying to listen.
Just want to kill him.
Will we be getting our friend back anytime soon?
I am your friend. You're my friend. You'll never leave here anyways.
I continue to play my song lightly in the background.
He says, I am bored now. How about you leave?
Don't have to ask me twice.
Okay, I'm with him.
Remember, you'll never get out of here. So come back and visit me, as he shouts as you guys are leaving.
There's another door over there.
Do you guys shut the door behind you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely shutting the door.
You're all really bad at this job. I mean, we're supposed to be cunning. That's one of the job
You're the
descriptions.
one that walks
don't
up and
think it's
stabs
us.
everything.
Yeah, well, at least I didn't.
Make a sanity or wisdom check for me.
All of us?
Yep. Every once in a while.
This has got to stop.
It's a little bit better.
What do we got?
13.
You're fine.
7.
Okay.
10.
You know, 3 of you make another roll.
11.
What do we get?
1.
Natural 20.
Okay.
8.
Okay. You as you start walking down the hallway, you stop as a rainbow flies over your head and the room lights up and there's pretty birds and everything singing. What did you get?
8.
You think that you can shoot beams of magical power from your eyes.
From my eyes.
Yeah. And then
Superman.
natural 20.
Laser eyes.
My eyes! My eyes!
Dangerous.
Oh no.
You go ahead and roll another D10
one.
for me.
Oh, another G-Chan. Oh, grr.
The light has blessed and cursed me.
I think this is it.
I'm afraid to look. I will hurt you.
So for 2 minutes, you hit the ground again.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on.
for 2
Look at
minutes.
the ground.
And you're back on this what appears to be a flat plane of existence with 5 giants looking over you and they're throwing things. And you feel like you're a bunch of numbers. And you get this feeling that your reality isn't what you think it is. And everything goes dark again.
I'm super frustrated. Stupid numbers.
Totally in the
Just
Matrix.
got that.
He's beginning to believe.
So you
This is
see
a
her,
terrible plan.
You guys see her pass out in a familiar fashion and she's drooling and that snaps you guys out of your little...
Slap me in the face. Someone just hurt me.
I'm actually still
My
gonna be
Okay.
standing at that
All
main
right,
door.
so you didn't see it, so you're still seeing pretty birds for another minute or so.
I see her fall and whatever. I leave her be.
Hurt me. Hit me in the face.
You're in
All right.
I know, I don't know. We're gonna move over there somewhere.
Okay.
Because
I mean-
we're
Did you move out?
selective.
Did I hurt you? With my high beams?
I'm unconscious.
Oh.
You find yourself talking to an unconscious body.
And my eyes are no longer... Oh.
Kick me. Kick me.
I nudge you with a toe.
No, we left the room because we
Gently.
shut the door.
Yeah, everybody.
I
shut
did
the
leave
door.
the room. We
He
all
asked
did leave
everybody
the
to
room.
leave.
The goblin.
Isn't he trapped with the goblin?
No.
No, he asked everybody to leave.
Yeah, everyone was there. Okay.
He was bored of the music.
Okay.
Right. He was bored. He asked us all to leave, so we left. Then we shut the door.
Right. I thought that was your dramatic exit.
No. No. I'm standing.
So you guys enter the hallway and you
standing near though.
you see 3 doors. Well, you see 2 doors and one around what appears to be a corner. And you see your friend on the ground drooling again.
Oh, I'm face down this time.
As a puddle of drool comes out and is soaking her hair, you know.
This is my life now.
Stupid
Stupid giants. Kick me in the face.
And you hear what appears to be bubbling coming from behind the doors.
Kick
It's
me in the
not
face.
ominous at all.
Yeah. Well, I'll walk up, try to crack a door open.
Take a door.
I will step over.
Everybody walks.
So you open the first door and you open it up and it's an alchemy lab. with potions and everything bubbling. And
Ooh.
like there used to be some work. There's a couple, some bookshelves there. And it all
Proficient
appears to
in
be in
Would you
good
mind?
shape.
I'm a bit more familiar.
Be happy if you did.
Yeah, I
Don't
guess.
trust myself searching these very much.
What am I rolling?
Investigation.
Investigation? 17.
Okay, so you walk up to a bookshelf and you pick up a book, and it appears to be a journal, and you open it up and it says, "I've figured it out. I figured the spell. Madness will succumb. The dark sun will rise."
Oh dear.
And as you close it, you notice that the bookshelves are actually on the ground, and there's books spewed everywhere, and the alchemy cabinet is actually not running but broken and strewn everywhere. And you guys blink and you see the same thing.
Except for me.
And the book falls to ashes in your hands.
Fascinating.
It's very vexing. I will continue down the hallway and open up the next room.
At least you didn't eat
You
anything.
open it, and it looks identical to the room you were just in before it was torn up and destroyed.
I'll go in and
I was
take a
gonna
look.
say, I
Yeah.
moved past him to the next door.
14 on my investigation.
You go and you pull a book, and you open up the book, and it appears to be a journal, and it says the same exact thing. And as you close it, it falls to dust, and everything in the room changes back.
I moved down to the last door.
Such symbolism.
You
because
open the door
insanity
and you
is
see the same
thing
exact
over and
room.
over.
Same exact room again.
Same exact room.
Alright, well this is a pointless end.
When they turn into the broken up ones, are they all the same or are they
They're
different?
all almost identical.
Almost.
I have deja vu going on.
As
here.
far as you can tell, yes.
I'm still unconscious.
We really are in the Matrix. Oh my god.
I will walk down.
You notice something different about this last room, though. It's mirrored.
It's mirrored.
Everything's opposite of the other two.
Everything's, yeah, like when you look in the mirror and the words are backwards.
I'm gonna search it.
Yeah, search
Okay,
it.
go ahead.
Nice.
So you go in and you pick up this book, the same book, but this time you feel as if somebody is in the room with you. You turn around and you see a man working on alchemy potions. Thanks for the follow, Glam Lewis house. So he's messing with his alchemy potions, and it appears to be a cultist of some sort. And he starts maniacally laughing. The dark sun will return. The dark sun will return. And you approach him. And as soon as you approach him, he turns into dust. The room changes.
Am I awake now?
You wake up in the hallway.
Well, that was interesting. Did you happen to catch anything that I just saw? What did you see?
I was at the doorway.
Yeah, you saw the same exact thing.
Something about the dark sun must be the theme of this particular location.
We're slowly putting pieces together.
What I know about the Dark Sun, I have proficiency, I believe, in religion.
So do I, but I don't know.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Okay.
Alright, well, let's continue on with our doors.
Unless you know something metagaming. Yeah, okay, alright.
So
Left to right. Follow the wall. Follow
how
the...
far can we see this way?
You see a table off in the distance.
Is there anything on it?
Nope. Just a blank table. There's some melted candles on it, but that's about it.
You guys want to go check over there?
I will.
Well, there's
I will
doors.
attempt to. Oop,
Are we being...
sorry about that.
No,
device.
let's
Are
not
we
leave
being
these doors
methodical
behind right
or are
here.
we...
I will attempt to open up this
I mean,
door.
it's better than opening
one right
doors.
there?
I don't
You open it up,
really-
and it's similar to the door you saw back in the beginning, but instead of being black, you see your previous self staring through the doorway, claustrophobic
Not
and
creepy at all.
itchy.
Oh,
Like
Wasn't
you're looking
that
back in time.
interesting?
well.
Does everybody see my younger self?
Everybody sees everything that happened in the first part of the dungeon. Instead of looking into black, you're looking into the past.
Right.
Eee.
Go ahead and make a sanity wisdom
Going
roll.
to lead us anywhere.
Gosh darn it. I'm terrible.
Oh, yay!
Two! I got a
Yay!
2.
Yeah,
20.
could have been worse.
One more
Two.
time.
Yeah. 9. Wait. Yeah, 9. I don't know why I was gonna add.
Looking through that door reminds you of everybody feeling much taller than you, and you go back into that same state of everybody growing and you shortening.
Nope. I'm just not gonna.
As you back up, it goes less and less, and you're still staring at the door in confusion. And as you turn around, you see what appears to be 6 chairs, similar to what a council would be, that would run a state or a burg. But usually those are odd number chairs. This one's even. And in the middle of the floor there is a symbol that is a skull surrounded by what appears to be a purple sun.
What's the symbol made of?
It's just drawn.
Can I take out my rapier and just start slashing at the ground and just throwing the chairs all over the place?
Nothing happens.
What? Dang it. I can't move the chairs?
Well, I mean, you can move the chairs, but nothing in particular happens.
She's gone mad again.
Sure seems like.
No, I just don't want this weird symbol on the floor. Come look.
No, I'm good. I'm still gonna investigate the doors back here
Yeah,
we have
let's
left unchecked.
get through this. If we're going to be methodical, let's just do it.
I'm gonna turn around and open up that door.
Okay.
I
As
follow
you
closely behind him.
as you open up the door, the smell of death wafts over all of you. The smell of burning metal mixed with molten flesh.
It smells like home.
Where did you live?
Sesame Street.
You
I
walk
follow
in and
close
you see
behind
two
Is that in the
doors,
city?
2 barred doors on your left and your right. Within are piles of dead bodies of what appear to be treasure hunters.
Here, I got it from here.
Oh, they found the place, but they never got to,
How
treasure.
old?
It's hard to tell. They're in various different states of
Very-
decay.
Very nonchalantly, I'm going to start going through and searching them.
Okay, you gotta get the doors open first.
Oh,
They're barred doors.
Oh, is this
are
like
the
a
piles
dungeon?
of dead bodies in the rooms? But I can see through them because they're
The
iron.
barred doors,
Okay,
like jail
understood,
doors. Yeah.
Understood.
Could we leave them? Respect for the dead.
These people were coming
follow
in
your
here,
lead on this one.
probably just going into a
So
cavern.
this is the same thing
Perhaps
we
we should
figured,
burn
too.
them
This
then.
one isn't
Yeah,
another
I mean,
barred
I'm not
door.
gonna search
Yeah.
him.
As you go up and you shake them, they're
It is really
well
gross.
locked and good steel. They're
Respect for
not,
the dead. Yeah,
they're not getting out, just like you're
Little.
not getting
Would be
in.
nice. At least burn the corpses.
Shall we take the time to continue down this hallway to see if it's all this or if there's anything unique anywhere back here?
Let's
Can I-
take a look.
Really quickly use my ability to divine sense and feel for celestial fiend undead. I want to know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
Yes,
choose one.
you can tell that there's something buried in both piles of bodies.
Right, please leave those gates shut. There is something definitely in there that is not nice. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Piles of corpses.
Right,
not
but like there might be undead in those
You
piles.
start
of
hearing
corpses.
moaning.
As I said, let's go. Leave it shut, please.
Enthralling. Is there a way to open up the gates?
Not with what you have here.
Don't open the gates. Pretty simple.
I don't think I'd be able to anyway.
Bad stuff inside, us outside.
As you're speaking, you see one of the bodies stand up, and
Oh god.
like its bones are just twitching and it's moaning, and it starts
Shall we
walking
back out of here or
towards the
continue
door.
further into the
I mean, we could.
dungeons?
I mean, they don't
And
look
it
very.
leans
keeps
through the
going.
door and it puts its arm through like it's trying to grab you.
So let's
They
keep
just
going.
like hit it with the rapier over and over
Forward?
again.
Yeah.
Tap its hand until it comes off.
Yeah,
As
it's-
long as they're inside those
it pulls
gates,
back
they
and
can't
sticks
get
its
to
other one out
us.
like it's not sentient. It
I walk
doesn't really
forward,
know what
peek
it's
around the
doing.
corners here.
Okay, you see hallways on this hallway kitty corner to you. You notice another what appears to be cell with nothing in it, and down there to the left you see more barred doors.
On the left.
Yeah, that's another barred door.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow.
What about all the way down that way?
I haven't got there yet.
Okay, I'm
Well, I'm
following
trying.
you. So if somebody wants to.
I guess I'll follow him.
So I'm gonna go here and peek around down here.
So will I.
I'm just kind of observing the area. Looking
Which one?
around.
Where are you peeking?
Right here.
Okay, he's noticed just a normal one door straight in front of you.
Normal wooden
Good.
door right
Yep.
here. I got it.
If we can-
I got
I'm gonna just stand and watch the zombies.
Okay. Yeah, they're piling up more and more on the door, but the steel appears to be holding them.
Oh, do I have the wrong menu? My apologies.
The one
Got
with
it.
the witch hat. Because
Witch hat, got
the
it.
totally non-magic using witch hat.
I'm the one with the glorious chest.
We will get real models as we move on, but
Not bad.
so you look down that hallway
Maybe
and
you
you
should take
see
your clothes back off
single
again.
cells, and then another similar cell to what you saw at the beginning down here. And Lute says, "I don't like it here. It smells of death and decay."
Well, it's not exactly the county fair.
Yeah, we're doing our jobs. This isn't a birthday party.
I try to open the wooden door.
Okay. It opens up, and in the middle of the room, you see a table with a body on it that has appeared to be decayed over many years, with tubes hooked up to it, and like they were pumping something into it at one point in time.
I will
And some
search the
strange
body.
runes encoded on the table.
And do not
Don't
find it?
touch the body.
It's naked.
Find anything interesting?
We found a
Yeah.
body.
And if you
the door.
call it interesting, someone's been
Slowly.
experimenting down here.
Can I poke its face?
Don't touch it. I would like to study it if you don't mind.
I'll leave it be for
I
you.
poke its face.
It kind of like collapses and you get gooey decay on your fingers.
Anything else? Just
I will
gold.
wave her away from the table.
I'll flick some of the goo at his face.
Oh, gross.
Do I notice or recognize any of the symbols?
You notice the
Sting in the
symbols to be
hallway.
some form of necromancy.
Can I study them and take all of them down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to stay in the hallway and just touch the holy symbol on my chest piece.
While he's doing that, I come
Holy
over here, and
symbol.
I'm guessing this is a
Do I
wooden door
notice it
right
on
here. I open that
Yeah.
one up,
I mean,
Takes you back to the
it's-
same hallway with the same single cells that are completely
You
empty and
worship a
locked.
god?
and then I look
No, the
around this
light.
corner.
You worship the
You,
light.
down on the end, you
It's
see
just
a,
the
the
light.
light.
a heavier barred door that appears like it can lock from from that side, but it is not locked.
But it is not locked.
Right.
I have a rather passing interest in the art of necromancy, so if we could be diligent in our perusal through here, it would be most appreciated.
So I open this door.
Scared stomping all over the place.
As you open it up, you see again, similar to the alchemy rooms, many bookshelves and what appears to be a study.
After you, good sir. This seems to be your department.
It's not
I'll-
just his department.
I'll walk in
And I will
and
too.
make an investigation.
Okay.
23.
Okay. As you walk in, you dust off many of the books, and you find one of particular interest to you that appears to be bounded in some sort of flesh. As you pull it out, you open it up. It's the Journal of a Necromancer.
Anything up your alley in there?
Enthralling.
By necromancy, do you mean just like the things that deal with the body in general, like some kinds of
This isn't
spells,
some more.
or do we mean like full-on raise the dead?
I mean the manipulation of life force.
You also know
Oh, dear.
notice that this is old magic.
Old magic.
As carefully as I can, I would like to backpack the book.
Okay.
Are there any other notes in here?
Not that you can find.
Perfect.
He appears to be fairly organized. And according to what you've seen on the tables and everything else, he was...
I feel uncomfortable in here. Are you happy with anything you found? Can we leave this area,
we-
please?
I-
Delighted.
Seconded.
All right.
So as
Like
you're
to leave.
leaving, the zombies are getting more violent and shaking the...
At any point in here, did we find a lever?
Leave.
No.
Definitely leave.
There.
You can only assume that
And
the
shut
key
the
was
door
lost with
behind
whoever
us.
owned
Hey,
it.
do
Right.
you guys want to see something cool that I got from that room a while ago?
As
So
you
you
guys are
didn't find
walking out the
nothing.
door, you're
Wait,
staring back into
Ah.
that door that you were staring into, and you notice yourself again. Only this time you're leaving, and you're one short.
That. Can we like go up to each other?
None of you see yourself in that exit. You see everybody but yourself.
Can we go up to others? Like the other
That's
people?
rather disconcerting.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
At last. You were saying something, Alec.
About what?
Something you found earlier.
Oh yeah, I pulled the immovable rod.
Where did you get that?
I mean, it just looks like a normal rod, right? But look at this. I lift it up and then click it and then lift my feet up.
Where did you get that?
In the room, like over by the suit of armor with the sword.
Oh. Nice of you to share with us.
Brilliant.
Indeed.
Yep.
Go team go.
Go team go.
So,
I mean,
looking toward the council area, do I see the barroom brawl of all the chairs thrown
Yes,
everywhere?
you now
Yep.
see.
just
Now that
kick the chairs over.
our friend went up there, you
Somebody
do
had a
notice that
tantrum?
there appeared to be chairs that were in a
my.
specific spot and a table.
It
that had
definitely
some
wasn't like
candles
this
on
when
it.
I left.
And there's a
I
symbol.
did that on purpose.
Again, it's almost like a purple sun with a skull in the middle that is missing in the lower jaw.
I really feel
I
like
think
we
we
should
found our
ruin
dark
that.
sun.
Maybe they're trying to raise something that shouldn't be raised.
Definitely a possibility.
Lynn, would you be so kind as to help me move these chairs to barricade this door so we don't have any nasty surprises coming up from behind us?
Brilliant idea. Yes, absolutely, I will.
I know.
Well, don't look so surprised.
That was a good
You
idea.
can have one occasionally.
So you guys barricade the door and you feel just a little bit safer, but you're still just concerned about not seeing yourself exiting the dungeon.
Alec, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Why don't we put that wonderful new toy of yours to use just to reinforce this door?
Have you? Don't you know anything about monsters?
No, clueless.
I mean, zombies are pretty easy to kill, and they're not the infectious type.
If you want, you can go in and then we'll put the bar on the door.
No,
If they're that easy.
I got the bar, man. It's mine.
Okay, some ground rules going forward. How about this? I know we're all not used to working with each other and with other people, but, we're gonna have to. As you can see, we go crazier when we are apart. So, as long as we're all going to have to hang out together, how about this? In the future, anything we find, we share with the party in case something is not quite right with it. Is that... Can we all agree to that?
Makes sense
Yeah.
to me.
We tell each other before we go off. Nobody goes off alone. Nobody loots things without letting the other people know. Look, you can keep the thing. I don't care about the rod. It's just tell us because we don't know if it's like enchanted or something horrible.
It is
So,
enchanted.
You know what I mean.
I know.
Don't be obtuse, please. Thank you.
Are you guys all in this area now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So down this little cavern where the stairs are going nothingness, you see the mist almost pulls away from it, and you see a strange eerie glow coming from there.
From down that door.
Yep, from where the map ends, and then you notice a hallway going the other way too.
What direction shall we go? We have a fork in the road.
Let's go forward.
Which way is forward?
The way
Let's
we're
walk the way that we're
facing.
facing.
I'm still standing back here.
Okay, let's
All right.
go.
Well, walk forward until you hit a wall, and then pick a
I'm just saying,
direction.
as a team, which way should we go?
Let's go left. They're headed left. Let's just follow this left-hand wall and go around.
Everybody make another wisdom check.
Actually, not too bad.
Oh, natural 20. Thank goodness.
This is where
I don't have to
Is
see
that
it
your
come.
first time saving on one of those?
Yeah.
I got a 13.
No, it's a
You're
second.
good.
Second.
11.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, you roll again.
Poor Alec.
I swear to all that I think. 18. Plus nothing.
You all of a sudden you see her like cling to the wall, and you feel like there's no gravity anymore in this room.
I'm just gonna grab onto the closest person.
Okay. Who's the closest person? So
Me.
she turns around and grabs onto your leg and is screaming. Don't let me go! Don't let me go!
Don't let go, Jack!
I'm gonna reach into her pocket and just click the immobile rod button and go, here, hold on to that. And step away.
You feel an odd sense of comfort as he does that.
Yay.
Awesome.
Okay, just hold on to the rope
First
then.
use for the rod.
Awesome.
Success.
Okay.
And you guys see it has that glow is getting stronger down that hallway, and there's a door. A door just to your right there.
Okay.
I follow right behind you.
I can't see, so you guys are going
I'll go
in.
too, but I click the rod first so I don't rip my bag in half.
Do you want to
Yeah,
follow?
absolutely following.
Okay. Do you want to follow before I just willy-nilly move you?
Yes.
Okay.
I stay close to you.
Okay.
Feel free to willy-nilly move me. I'll let you know if I
Okay.
disagree, but otherwise.
I will open up said door.
Okay, so when you open this door, nothing really strikes you as odd, and you look forward and you see a set of stairs going up.
I will walk up the stairs.
I'll follow right after.
You see, as you go up the stairs, you see what appear to be crypts. They're stone doors with names written on them, and years. And all these years appear to be from before the War of the Gods.
Huh.
Well, this is quite old.
This is the perfect place to be attacked by ghosts. So let's not go in here.
I'm gonna continue forward, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna try each crypt door.
Yeah, they're not. There's no like. They're like stones that have been placed.
Okay.
They're just gonna be door handles on the crypt.
You never know. Some places do
Um,
if they put more than one person in them.
Judging from what I see here, assume that it continues, so
Yeah.
I will continue on.
And you actually start going
Do-
downstairs.
Do any of the names...
Nothing strikes you as familiar.
Okay.
And then, so you're here now, and you see another gate that's strong and well kept. And you look in, and there's a tomb, and there's it's kind of like a statue laying on top of it with a crown and what appears to be holding a sword and a female in a female shape. And it says, "To our fallen heroes." On the
I think we may have found the queen that belongs to that throne.
Huh.
Indeed.
Should we poke her?
and they're well built again.
I will continue to this door.
Okay.
Again, respect for the dead.
As you open it
Unless they
up,
try to kill us.
there's like gravediggers' tools, like pickaxes and shovels.
Ooh, I'll take a shovel.
Next
yeah.
crypt.
Next one you see is very similar to the last one, still to our fallen heroes, except it's a male this time.
And I bet this is the king.
Just systematically go. Next door
Yeah.
on the right.
Same thing, same
Okay.
utility type closet.
Up the stairs.
Yep.
Another tomb.
You're actually going down.
Down. Okay.
Yep. And you come to at the end of the hallway, and the doors open and the tomb's open, and above it says, "You're next," with a question mark scrawled in the wall, like scratched.
That's a bit extra.
And the door is open.
Door is open.
I'm gonna go up and look into the casket.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm rolling.
Yeah. As you walk up, there's nothing there. It's like they're waiting for somebody to go in there.
Did it look like something was resting in here?
No, it looks like it's always been empty. It looks fairly fresh.
Okay.
Why don't you try laying in it?
I'm going to turn around
Okay.
and go out to that door.
And you look to your right, you see familiar territory, and then you see another door straight ahead.
Go ahead, and I will try it.
Okay. You open it up, and it's just a straight hallway leading to another door.
As we all die.
I will go into that.
Okay.
Is this door ornate in any way?
No, it just appears to be a regular door.
Okay.
As you open this next door, you see a series of torture devices with fresh blood around them.
Fresh
and
blood.
large cages. And within there's a weak-looking man, and he's kind of half alive.
I'm gonna run up and say, hey, try to heal him.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand back and watch how this goes.
Okay.
Is he conscious?
Can I do like an investigation?
As you
check?
walk up
Just
to him,
a
he
little.
screams and he like scurries back to the corner. He says, "Who are you? Who are you?
Just calm down. I'm trying to
Who
get
are you? No more," he says.
I'm not gonna do anything. I mean, I only have like 8 daggers on me. I'm not gonna stab you with them though.
All right, Alec, I don't think you're helping. Maybe you need to, step back
I'm the
and
one
let-
with the. I
He
try
starts swatting at the air and telling you to get away from him. And
He's obviously have issues with this dungeon like we've had, but on a much more severe level.
Yeah, I'm gonna start picking the lock. Is there a lock on the cage?
there's a lock on the
Okay,
cage.
then I just
Yep.
pick the lock.
As you start
might-
picking
I
lock, he
would-
starts freaking out more.
I would not
Wait,
release.
okay, calm down. First of all, why would I be a torturer if I didn't even have the key to the cage?
He's screaming and yelling, and he comes running up to
I
the
think he's
cage.
beyond help.
Alec,
And he reaches and he grabs one of your daggers and pulls it out and slits his throat.
Oh,
Alright.
I probably
Your
don't have
dagger
enough time
falls
to
to the
press around.
ground, and so does he.
Well, you don't have to worry about giving this one gold now.
Alec,
I wasn't gonna.
I
give
would
him
have
gold.
tried to make a run for a lay on hands, but I don't think I had enough time, did I? Okay.
Alec, perhaps next time we take a bit more of a cautious approach to the unknown.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
You see a
Throw up.
desk kind of like on the far side in the middle there.
Just take a breath and look at the desk then. At least he can't slit its own throat. Oh, that's a 3. Can't look at anything right now.
I investigate the room.
Yeah, same. That is 14.
20.
The last person I should ever
So you pull open the
investigate.
drawer, and you notice that there's like something kind of sticky on the bottom of the drawer, and you pull it out and you flip it open, and you notice the glues that there's a false bottom in it that's been tacked together with this tacky stuff. And as you open it up, another journal falls out, and you flip to the last entry, and it says, "I no longer enjoy my job. I used to find pleasure in torturing these people, but it feels like the madness is starting to grip me. I no longer find joy in killing and torturing, and I no longer want to serve him. I will lock myself in my own cage." And you notice the key kind of strewn out across from the prison.
I will toss the journal to Alec and be like, "Your new friend. All of his thoughts and deepest worries."
This was before. Did
And
you
I will
not?
turn around and walk out the room.
I follow.
I'm gonna throw the book against the wall and walk out of the room.
Alright, so across the whole way again, I'm guessing, over there?
Oh wait, can
Yeah.
I use like my rapier while they're looking to like drag my thing back and wipe off the blood on his face?
Get your dagger
You can
back.
do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Probably would have
Okay.
touched my holy symbol and said a little prayer before I walked out. But
Stay with you. I was just
Go ahead
like,
and put
Prayer
those
to the
in
light.
there.
you know stuff about religion? That's awesome.
So you guys approach that light, and you hear an odd chanting. And the light gets brighter and brighter and brighter. Go ahead and set those guys kind of in a half circle around the circle.
I ruined their chairs.
And this guy in the middle, when you get a second.
So we hear them chanting.
You hear him chanting.
I'm just gonna go like this to everyone and just go. I'm gonna go sneak. You stay here.
Can't make it symmetrical, man.
That's fine.
Ooh, that's
Bug-
good.
It's
Yeah.
really gonna bug me.
19.
So my
Well, he's in the
OCDs
middle. He's in the
My
middle of
OCD's
the...
already going.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, now you can make it
Now you can
symmetrical.
make it symmetrical.
Yeah.
Oh, man. One dude in the middle,
Yep, there you go. There you
two on
go.
each side.
beautiful.
There you go.
26 for stealth.
So as you sneak up the stairs, you see a mage and what appears to be a mage in the middle of this summoning or
guessing
some
we're
sort of
entering
signal.
here.
Yeah, you're on the other side. Some sort of circle on the ground with cultists surrounding him, and behind him is actually what appears to be a portal.
I'm just gonna sneak alongside here.
Okay. And right when you get about there, the guy in the center says, "You're not as sneaky as you think you are."
26. Fine. I'll just throw a dagger at him then. When he says that.
Roll for initiative.
Dang it. 5. Wait, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Let me get back to my counters here so I can roll that.
Why
up.
am I so bad at this?
Um,
Gonna yell, my cover's blown, guys.
Jenga.
I need to
Jenga!
remove one of those, and I need to add that.
Are we all doing initiative or just?
Yep, everybody roll for
All right.
initiative. Yep.
Middle ground.
Ooh, nice. Gee.
Add you guys in. Start encounter, and then okay, so we'll start with you.
4.
4.
Whoa.
Naracus.
13.
Go ahead.
Mine is 16.
And then go ahead.
9.
Okay.
It's a good thing I'm so far away so you can help me from rare.
All right. So I will give you that first dagger throw.
Nice.
Who are you throwing it at?
The main guy.
Okay.
Just right in his face. Do I
Okay.
get an extra thing?
Yeah, go for it.
Nice. The 16 plus lots.
Okay, you hit.
3, 6, 7, 9.
9. Okay. You fling the dagger and it stabs him in the shoulder, and he looks over at you, he smiles, pulls it out, and throws it on the ground.
Oh, I
And
like
he
that.
says, "What have you come here to do?" As soon as you open his mouth, he says, "Never mind," and points at the cultist and goes like this. And cultist number 2, or no, you're actually first.
Me?
Yep.
That was the guy that slit his throat with. He has a blood disease.
You can see
I'm-
what's going on.
Okay. I'm gonna stay there, and I'm gonna hold my action to see if they're even hostile
'Kay.
to us.
They're cultists. They're all, of course, they're hostile.
Okay, and cultist number 2. Let me get this really quick. Moves towards. So yeah, let's do. Yeah, we'll do that route. You're good. Moves towards her, and he has a movement speed of 25,
For
30,
my bonus action, I'll do uncanny dodge.
30 feet. Okay. And he tries to hit you. He rolled a nat 20.
Dang it. At least it's not doubled because,
Uncanny dodge.
Yeah. So it's doubled, but it's just the normal damage.
6 damage. Rolled a 5 plus 1.
Nice. So I'm unconscious.
So you fall to the ground.
Yay, level 1.
Yay, level 1. Help me, for the love of God.
Pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
The cultist number 4 goes, so you should count over 4. He moves 30 feet forward. And then Loot comes into the room, and she stops right there, and the mage says, "What are you doing here?" And she says, "You may not know this, but I don't actually serve you." And he says, "You are a traitor to the Dark Sun." And as he does that, he starts to conjure up something
Ooh.
and throws it.
My go.
It's your turn.
I move forward.
Heal me.
Step into the path to protect her.
Yep. And Naracus steps in front of the fireball.
Do you want to heal me first? Because no one else can hear.
May I cast something as I'm...
Yep.
I would like to cast my breath weapon.
Okay.
No.
Basically, Dragonborn,
Get rid of
bad
her.
breath, fire, swamp, something.
Yep.
Acid?
Acid?
It's acid. Yep. How far is that cone?
It 30 feet line. Let's make sure I'm far enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfectly. I'm right where I need to be to hit him.
And what is the
Is it going to...
breath?
It's a radius.
I
so it
exhale
hits
in a 5 foot by 30 foot line.
Okay, it's just 5 foot wide.
It says Dex DC 11.
Yep.
a
Okay,
line,
so
not
he
cone.
needs to make a dex check,
me, or else he gets half damage.
and he fails.
Nice.
Now he gets full.
Half. It says Dex DC 11, half damage on success for 2d6 acid
Okay,
damage.
roll a 2d6. 6
Nice.
damage.
6
Roll
damage.
that up, and that was cultist number 2, correct?
Nope, 4.
Yeah.
4.
Cultist number 4.
Number 4.
Okay. He falls to the ground and starts melting into a puddle,
Nice.
screaming in agony.
Want to use a bonus
Is-
action for
is he-
healing word?
Down and out.
Yeah, he's out.
As a fireball's continuing to come at me.
It's like Dragon Ball Z. You got like
Dude,
acid,
I know,
acid
this-
fireball.
This fireball hits you for 55 damage. And you see
Holy
right
cow.
after he melts,
Shield it.
right after he melts, the cultist, the fireball connects and throws him back, and Loot stoops down and catches him, and you can see her almost a tear run down her porcelain mask. And she says, I really liked you. I've never felt this way before. And she looks up and she screams. And that brings us to you
I reach
again.
my cloak
Me.
towards you.
So,
Did the fireball
Success.
not fry it?
Nope.
wait. So what happens when you roll a natural 20 on a death save?
I think you're stabilized.
Stabilized.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I get a turn.
Yeah.
Drink one last glass of tea for me.
Next, I think you do it at the end of your turn, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think you get another turn.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'd
so
be
I'm done.
standing right there
You're
with
done.
one point.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
done.
instant death. So,
Drink one last glass of tea for me.
you're
Luke.
okay, little buddy?
and now it's the Archmage's turn, and he starts to conjure up something else.
Dang it. Help me.
And as he does it, the cold comes across the room, and you all start to feel yourself freeze. And ice comes over you. And you can barely see through this ice, but you see an old man appear from your peripheral vision and walk up to the mage and says, "You serve the Dark Sun." And the mage says, "He will rise." And as the old man snaps his finger, the robes of the cultists fall to the ground, and smoke comes up, and you can tell they're a pile of ashes, and the mage stands alone, and he says, "You will never defeat my master." And he turns around and walks back into
Is it the old guy that we saw before?
he walks back into the portal and disappears, and the portal dissipates. The old man turns around and says, "The elect, huh?" Snaps his finger and the ice melts. Loots with the body in her hand, and you're back at what appears to be
One.
you're back
Oh,
like,
full health.
feeling
Nice.
rejuvenated.
Nice.
And he says, "Unfortunately, I cannot help the Dragonborn." And he looks at Loot, he says, "I'm sorry for your loss, but you've done good work." As he pulls out his hunter stone, which is even one of the most gilded hunter stones you've ever seen.
Whoa.
And he says, "You've escaped madness." And as he says this, you can see the dark mist push back. And the whole dungeon kind of changes into just a cave. And you're in just a 40-foot by 40-foot cave.
Is this been?
That guy's out. He's gone.
What does he mean by loss? Did someone die?
What just happened?
Yeah, what happened? I mean, not all those guys died.
The Dragonborn is dead. That's what he said. Sorry for his loss.
Yeah, I don't know. I was unconscious.
Naraka's just taking his backpack off.
He's fine. Is the old guy still here, or is he gone?
Yeah, he's here.
Who are you? What is all this? And
Were you the guy that I gave that 2 gold to that one time?
He smiles. He says, "I am the one who elected you."
Is that a guess?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I am the same.
Aw, I'm glad I was nice to you.
As you guys are talking, you notice a hunter effigy pop up in the middle of the room, and the flame and the everlasting food.
is that at least?
I didn't quite catch your name.
My name is not important.
Well, hello, not important.
Just know that you work for me. And you only know what you know of the truth. There were dark powers at play here, and you've done a good job attempting to stop them, but you are not prepared to go up against what is coming. Your friend lost his life. This should be a lesson that you need to train more and train harder. If you are to overcome what's to happen next. Dark forces are at play, and I intend to keep the order of this world, and I intend to use you to help me.
Absolutely, sir.
No problem.
Not sure I'm fond of being manipulated this way. A little more.
Well, you are a hunter, and you did take an oath, did you not?
I
Take
did.
off your robe. It's mine now.
You were not manipulated. I sent you with all intentions of solving the conundrum of this dungeon. I had no idea that such a powerful foe would be awaiting you at the end.
And yet you won't even tell us your name.
If you can find out my name, then we have a problem.
Are you?
I am the one who keeps peace in this world. I am the one who unites the councils. I am the one who snuffs out rebellions and puts down the undead. And you work for me. And Lute kind of approaches him. And he says, well done, Lute. Meet me back at the capital. And she says, yes, sir. And she kind of disappears off into the mist.
Well, if you want to put down undead, there's some zombies back in a tunnel back there.
What tunnel? He smiles.
Oh, right.
And he snaps his finger again. And you find yourself right outside the gate that you guys had entered. And he looks at the black hole. Right inside, I should say. He looks at the black hole and he puts his hand up and it disappears from existence. And you notice yourself exiting one short. Naroxis gone. As you climb the stairs to where the Knoll village was, you see nothing. No buildings, no camp, no knolls. And he says, you look surprised.
Yeah. There was things here before.
Senior hunters obviously know better than we do.
I mean, it looked like this when I came in.
Yes, it was just a illusion to keep people away. Apparently it worked for some and not others, but it was made by the magician.
Your illusions were really easy to sneak by, though.
No, they're not mine. They were the magicians.
Their illusions.
The archmage that killed your friend.
Oh. Not great.
As he's standing there,
Not
you
great.
see a familiar face approach. And the man says, Hunters, are you okay?
No.
And you see Will
It
approach.
depends on your definition of okay.
We have a new friend.
Is the old man with us still?
Yeah, and as soon as he sees the old man, he bows, takes a knee. He says, Sir, it's good to see you. And he says, Rise, old friend. And they exchange a formal smile. And he says, I heard you guys got caught in the dungeon, and I was worried, and you guys hadn't been back for 4 days.
4 days.
Yes, you've been
Wait,
gone 4
how
days.
long?
Well, you've been gone for almost a week. They've been gone 4 days.
Wow.
Well, it
Same
seems
time
we
flies
have.
when you're having fun. It apparently also flies when
What did you
you're
learn, he
insane.
says.
Seems we have been tested.
Oh, well, I can
Nice.
promise you that this gentleman doesn't run tests. He only assigns work.
Tests
If you
of
found
the-
yourself tested, then you might want to look in a mirror. If he chose you, then I would be honored.
Then
Nice.
honored I shall be when I stare into a mirror.
Haha.
He laughs.
A matter more pressing at hand. We did have a very valiant man die today.
You immediately took off all of his clothes.
He looks and he says, Where is his body?
I assume back in the test.
Cave?
He looks back and he whistles. About 7 or 8 guards in cloaks come out of the bushes. And he says, Go find the body. We leave no one behind. And they go into the dungeon.
And see that he is sent off with some manner of respect due to his station.
Yes, we will give him a proper send-off.
Burial or burning or the ship?
Well, it depends on what he had written in his contract.
Huh.
Did you find out anything in the dungeon? The old man says, Yes, I'm interested in what you figured out.
Well, we found cultists. There was a goblin that charmed almost everyone in the group.
Wait.
except-
Cultist?
Yeah.
What type of cultist? Will says.
The moon with the skull with only the
It were
upper part of the chest.
cultists of the dark sun.
He looks over at the older man, and the older man looks at him and says, kind of nods his head and says, Will. Will says, Then it's starting. We've got work to do, don't we? And the old man says, indeed. And he looks at you and says, if you wish to continue your training, come to the capital. But of course, this is of your own free will. If you wish to continue your work, just seek the effigy. And he walks off again. Instead of going to the mist, that same kind of dark insect swarm that you saw the letter turn into, he turns into and disappears. And Will says, you must be important.
Of course I am.
Come back to town. I will get you a room and get you rested. We'll find out more about your friend. And as at that time, one of the scouts comes running out. He's like, there's no bodies in there. Just some undead in some cages, but no bodies. And then the second one comes running out, and he's got this goblin figure with him. And he says, and we got this joker.
Kill him now. Just stab him in the face.
And then the goblin says, they promised to entertain me. And he says, and Will kind of rubs his eyes and is like, oh, not you. And he goes over and he says something in another language, and you see a spirit leave the body of the goblin. And the goblin reverts back to a normal goblin. And he's like, what am I doing here? He's like, you are possessed, my friend, as he stabs a knife into the side of his neck, and the goblin falls.
Oh, well now I feel bad that he died. Why did you kill him after that? I mean,
Was that necessary?
He's a goblin. We don't let goblins live.
it's kind of racist.
And he kind of
As a hunter code is.
pulls back and he says, shall we return to town?
Oh wait, I have a question. What do you know about religion?
I know what I learned in school.
Okay, so do you know anything about 5 giants around the world?
I have no idea what you're talking about, dear.
The gods are dead.
People with numbers, like they are numbers.
I have no idea.
Will,
He smiles.
Alec, that cave did weird things.
with all due
I
respect,
wouldn't put too much emphasis on
I have a hard time leaving this place without finding the body of my companion.
You can search it for yourself if you like, but my men are thorough.
I know you'll find this very hard to believe, but I do respect the companions that I travel with.
Very well. I'll send you down there with them.
I'll go down and continue to look.
As you look, there's no sign of the body there anymore.
I will stay there and scour until I am thoroughly convinced.
Yeah. When you search the area, you do notice that there is some sort of rune magic that if you study, you might be able to find out what it means. So you write down the runes and
Yeah, I'll copy the runes, but my main objective will be trying to find Narakis' corpse.
yep, the runes were right where he died.
Oh, okay.
He probably got sent off on the way that he wanted to.
So
be.
yeah, there is definitely no body in there.
So did you grab all his stuff when he died?
His stuff was laying there. Yeah, it's like the body disappeared.
So all of his stuff is on the ground right now?
I took all of his stuff.
Okay. So, I mean, not to be like rude since he just
Can't
died.
lose that cloak, can
I know,
we?
I really want it. I mean, we had like an unspoken deal where it wasn't promised, but can I,
Will says, I will meet you back in town. Your provisions will be better than the tavern. You can stay at the council house.
cool.
Is his hunter sigil in the pile of things?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'll take that.
And you notice it's not glowing anymore.
Okay, I'll still take that.
Yep. So Will heads back to town. You're left with a lot of unanswered questions. You have choices to make. You can head back to talk to Will. You can go straight to the capital. You could go back to the effigy and see if it has any more work for you. But this is where we'll leave our characters for the night, so you have some time to think about where we're going. For those of you worried, we did not get rid of our player. We just killed his character, and we're bringing in a new one. So don't worry about that. We're not getting rid of him. I appreciate the game, guys, and I enjoyed helping you slip into madness. And should we inform our player what the 5 giants were all about?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers.
Oh.
You had an out-of-the-box moment where you saw an actual game. That being said, thanks for tuning in, guys. Come and see us tomorrow for Primed and Ready from 2 to 5. Again, if you hop in our Discord, let us know how you feel about our characters. Let us know your favorite moments. And then tomorrow night, don't forget to join us for the Realms. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.